Chat, it's Tuesday night. It is chilling and chatting, and oh my god, are you guys ready to rock? And are you guys ready to roll? The late start time got me falling asleep over here. I gotta wake up and get ready because the Let's Go show is now, baby. Can you believe it? We are already in December, and there's like 12 inches of snow outside. This is nuts, guys. It like changed, the weather changed just like that. And here we are talking home arcades. And guys, believe it or not, we were literally supposed to be getting this Alpha 2 cabinet in 2 weeks. My, oh my, what a disappointment, but that's okay, guys. We're getting some more games, 3 more games, or I should say 3 more games, right? And we're getting $150 off that cabinet. So, we could talk about that. I know we touched on it last week when the breaking news hit, but we could definitely talk about that because that is, one of the arcade cabinets that's actually bought and paid for, and that's actually coming to the Cornercade, which leads into my first topic, right? Well, we hope it's coming to the Cornercade, right? With all these delays. Will companies be coming out with anything XL related in 2026? And chat, I'm gonna have you guys bear with me tonight because much like last week, I am sick as a dog. So I'm at like 50% here, guys. I'm achy, I'm sore, I'm coffee, yada yada. Here we go. We're gonna continue on with the show. And AtGames, guys, got some pinball packs coming out literally tomorrow. So I got to get your opinion on if I should buy them or not, because the prices went up. But we're talking about Bride of Pinbot here. That's better than Pinbot from what I heard, right? We'll talk about that. And guys, allegedly, Basic Fun Arcade Classics is in talks with purchasing Arcade1up. Guys, we want to know what your opinions and thoughts are if you haven't heard that. And that's allegedly, guys, so I don't want to get, taken to the ringer here. But we're going to talk about that, the goods, the bads, and the uglies of or if that deal were to transpire. Guys, it's a Let's Go show. Are you ready? Yeah. Then let's get this party started. Let's go. Guys, I'm going to scroll all the way to the top like we do each and every week, guys. Hey, can we give a congratulations here to you guys in the chat? This is the 300th episode of the Let's Go show. Let's fucking go, babe. No, I'm just kidding. I don't keep track. I used to, but I'm sure we've surpassed that number a long time ago, guys. So milestones out the way. Let's get this party started. Vic Vicious is in the house with our first comment of the night. Vic, one of my channel moderators, thank you so much, man, for always being here, holding it down. Let's go, baby. Great question. To what? We started the show. I don't have a question yet. What's the question? Oh, yeah, there is a poll question. Maybe that's what he's referring to, guys. Go vote for the poll question. Is the acquisition of Arcade1up? Can you guys believe that? I can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. The acquisition of Arcade1up to Basic Fun, good, bad, or ugly for home arcade, guys. Less options with less companies making stuff. But was Arcade1up really making anything anyways? This is going to be some great discussion here tonight live, baby. But he says, I wonder what's coming after Double Dragon. Will Iconic focus in Capcom heavy titles or go old school titles that fans have been begging for years? Vic, great question. I'm going to answer that for you so you don't unsubscribe from me. I think the best answer is to do both. I've always said this. Cookie cutter, don't have to be a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to figure this out. You do 280s and 290s every year. Every single person in this space will be happy. Let's go, dude. That is the route to go. So yes, focus on 80s and focus on 90s. Maybe sprinkle in a little early aughts, and you will be just fine. Trust me on that one. I guarantee you. Vic also follows it with an and yes, Basic Fun possibly purchasing Arcade1, but it's a great thing as long as they don't rush to their releases and listen to the fans and release new titles instead of Pac-Man and Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish we got like a Chronicles of Arcade1up, right? Like if I could get somebody formally on the show from Arcade1up just to go over like whiteboard talk, to see where their heads were at with every single release and every single title. It would really be interesting. It's either really deep or it's really shallow. It's like, well, the retailers didn't want anything but these 3 titles. So that's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now all the answers for 7 years have been answered. But or all the questions, I should say. But if it goes really deep, like, no, we're having heated discussions. One person wanted this, the other person wanted that, took a vote, whatever the case may be. Our AI research told us, right? Like all these analytics and stuff like that. it'd be very interesting just to see like why things were and went the way they went. It's a head scratcher sometimes for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this party started off right with my favorite super chat sounder. I feel like this isn't a show without that super chat sounder. For some reason, that dubstep drop that is copyright free is just awesome. It's perfect. It's the perfect 10 seconds. That's all you need, because I gave 10 CornerCade crew channel memberships away. So you lucky guys in the chat. So kudos to all of you who got one. T-Prez, thank you for stopping on in. Hopefully you're all showered up and ready to roll, man. I know you were waiting for the show to start. It's live, baby. Let's go. One of my channel moderators, thank you so much for stopping by and being here. Casual conversations as always. We got Calvin Wong with a smiley face in the house as always. And we got a new member. So you know what that means? We do this. Shrek, thank you so much, man, for being part of the CornerCade crew. Not only do you get the Let's Go badges, but you get to use those cool emojis that we have, and you get all the sneak peeks, like our newest acquisition of art, a neon sign to the CornerCade. You get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm gonna need a little bit of help because I gotta fix that Pac-Man behind me. It's playing blind right now, guys. Arcade1up wants me to buy a monitor, and in 3 days, it will have been a year old. Why is there not a 1-year warranty on these things? I mean, we got to wake up, Arcade1up. We can do a little bit better than that. I know. A year warranty is a standard thing on electronics, especially something that's $500 or more. I mean, this is not 20 bucks here. Shrek, I love you, man. You said Bears plus Packers week. Let's go. That is 100% correct. The way the Bears are playing, man, oh, man, guys. I almost think if I was able to like stream the Bears game, you guys can see my reactions just watching the whole game. That would make for a fun stream, because man, that game, Bears Eagles rushed for almost 300 yards. My biggest concern, and real quick, I don't want to derail the show with NFL talk, but I mean, this is the Bears, man, and this is the NFL. It's a season, you know, there's only 17 games, 18 games, that's it. So I was concerned with the Eagles front four, you know, the defensive line for the Eagles. Very concerned, right? And you know why? Well, defending Super Bowl champions, they're monsters up front, right? Our offensive line manhandled them, and that just gave me a lot of confidence in the future to say, look, if we could take on the defending champs and their defensive line, we can do this to anybody in the league, right? And not only are we now the #1 seed, it gives me confidence for once in my lifetime that going into Lambeau Field, we can actually do something against the Packers and not get mollywopped in front of everybody at Lambeau. And for you guys that don't know, I'm a huge Bears fan. Tried and true, everything Chicago, baby. So we're going to see what happens. I'm hyped for this game on Sunday. Most of the time we watch, it's like, okay, we're going to get steamrolled and I'm going to be out of here by the first quarter. Nah, not today, baby. Not today. Sunday is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. A lot of football all around. Definitely in the house. I'm excited. So bear down, Chicago Bears, and let's see if we can get that 10th win. It's going to be interesting. We got 2 against, the Packers. We got a Cleveland Browns matchup, and we got to get some revenge on the Detroit Lions, who literally spanked us week 2. I think we can do that, right? I think it's going to be, this is a different Bears team. I'm telling you that right out the jump. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out, man. Go check out the highlights, and Ben Johnson taking off his shirt. Maybe I'll do a little Ben Johnson if we get our super chat goal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that. It's not like if I take off my shirt, the city of Chicago is going to get all free hot dogs, right? That's why he did it, which was great. That guy is a stud, man. I'm so happy that he's the coach of the Chicago Bears, man. If he was your coach, you would love him too, 110%. David Deming, thank you for stopping on by. He says, no YouTuber yet let's get this straight. I feel like I'm lagging. Am I lagging on your end, guys? I'll let you know when I catch up with the chat here, but it's like I'm moving like jittery. It's messing with my mind. No YouTuber had yet to ask this question. What happens when Iconic Arcade comes out and it sucks ass? Basic Fun is an absolute dumpster fire. So, David Deming, this is great. Love this question. All of these problems would have been solved with Basic Fun if they would have sent myself or anybody who was in this space who knew these things cabinets a year ago where we can product quality these things and QA test these things 100%, right? Like, if we could have gone over, anybody could have gone over these things, every single problem would have been addressed, no holds bars. Now, it would have been told to them, it would have been up to Basic Fun if they wanted to spend the money to fix it, like better monitors, whatever the case may be, better emulation, right? Better build quality. It would have been all up to them if they wanted to make those moves, right? And maybe they did test these things and they're like, you know what? No, this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to come out. Bada bing, bada boom, illest one in the room. We're going to be good, right? And that wasn't the case at all. Lots of backlash, but it's good, right? I feel like you got to fall before you can get yourself back up. What do you think the Bears were doing? They were 0-2, now they're 9-3, right? So maybe Basic Fun just got to get these kinks out, and next year, the next round of things will be a lot better. Fingers crossed on that one. That's a big one. I think they learned a lot from us here in the home arcade space and community that they can kind of jot down and use going forward, right? And we now know it's been confirmed that coin doors can be added to these things, speaker grills, so on and so forth. So I think they're going to be trying to improve a lot of things. Hopefully they get that speaker, or not the speaker, the monitor corrected, where it's a nice, vivid, correct BOE monitor. Like, I don't need fast response times. I'm not playing Call of Duty on these things. The response time is literally not even important. It's the vivid colors, zero washout, and deep blacks. That's what we're looking for, right? That's what we're looking for. He also followed up with, what if the Iconic Arcade is like garbage, right? Well, the great news here, guys, is I'm going to be getting one, and we're going to be testing it, and we're going to be unboxing it, and we're going to be reviewing it. So we will let you know the ins and outs of this thing, and if it's good or not. You guys have seen my reviews in the past. I give you all the facts and lay it all on the line. If I'm happy with it, you will be too, I promise you guys. But if I'm disappointed in some things, like I'm already kind of disappointed in the joysticks that they're using, I'll let you know out the jump, and you can make that informed decision if you want to go ahead and swing this thing or not. I'll be able to compare it to the Killer Instinct Pro, which is going to be around that same size, and the Midway Golden Tee, both XL size cabinets. So will this fit in your game room with your other XL arcades? We'll see. We will find out if it ever comes out. We're waiting for it to come out already. My God. Third, fourth, fifth delay. Hopefully this is the last one. Oh my goodness. All right, where we at here? Oh yeah, we're right here. Ezekiel, you made it to the party. Thank you so much, man. Soccer season is over. That's right, my guy. You said, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, baby. Chat, wake up, baby. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Really, really do appreciate it. And the support, as always. You already know, man. You already know, Betty. Julio Hernandez is in the house. Let's go. One of my channel moderators is good evening, everyone. Hey, Danny, lots to talk about. Oh, yeah. And guys, let me tell you something, okay? I know this is on my channel, but guys, this is the people's show, okay? So just because I have something in the thumbnail doesn't mean that we can't not talk about something else, right? Like new wave toys, quarter scale arcades, game light guns. That's something new, right? We've got a lot of cool and exciting things that are going to be happening on this channel in the future, guys. I got a big smile on my face. It's all under wraps, but it's going to be happening in the future. So let's go to that one. But yeah, guys, this is your show too. You guys can talk about whatever you want to talk about as well, especially if and when we hit overtime. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, so where are we at here? Okay, it says felt very optimistic early this year. Yeah, you and me both, my guy. Now it's just like a total home arcade's a mess. It's a train wreck, especially with Iconic Arcade. Too many delays. It better be the best home arcade when it comes out. And I think that's what Iconic Arcade is striving to do, right? They wouldn't delay this thing if there wasn't a big uh-oh kind of situation. Now, I was kind of maybe hinting on, is it like the print quality? Is it something with the graphics? Is it structurally? It might be something internally, like the game is freezing, it's trash, can't play right. Who knows? Maybe it's not emulated correctly, right? Or maybe it's something with the UI. There's got to be something there pretty big that's holding this up to say, well, we can't just send like a patch out for this day one. It needs to bake. It needs to cook for another 1 to 2 months, right? It's obviously something big. So who knows? Mad Ben Han, Thank you for stopping by. Dude, I got my pinball pals in the house. I'm going to need you guys because, well, let's see here. Well, that's why I'm like, I'm playing my video in the background. That's probably why I'm freezing like a dodo head. I'm looking at the poll here. I was like, what is that? But I got Mad Ben Hahn in the house. I need your help, man. I need your help. I need everybody's help who's a pinball pal, pinball head. Should I purchase this pack? We're going to get into that. It's going to be our first topic tonight. So just hold your horses because we're getting there. I'm telling you. It says, don't you get the packs for free from AtGames? Dude, I wish. I am part of the influencer group over at AtGames. They're really cool over there, always working with me. But no, they don't send me the Zen packs. That's something that I'm like the most hyped about. So when you guys, you know, there's sometimes I'm just not hyped about some packs, right? They do give me codes for anything non-Zen related. So I just want to disclose that, right? I wish I got the Zen ones, man. That's like the stuff I'm most excited about. So no, got to make a decision whether to purchase those or not. So we'll see in the future. Well, actually, the future is going to be pretty soon because that's going to be our first topic tonight. Chris Nooner is in the building. What up, poopy pants? And I'm like, I didn't poop my pants, baby. No, I did not. Julio Anderson says the Bears better win it all, Danny. If not, I'll send you a Niners jersey for next season. You are too funny. Speaking of the Bears, I got to get an updated Bears jersey, right? You know, my wife got me like a really nice Khalil Mack jersey. It's like, you know, $350. Like it's the one that like they wear on the field type shit. Love that jersey. I got to get me one that's like comfy, right? Like those big baggier ones, right? I got a Mitch Trubisky jersey I'm still rocking. Nah, I can't do that. I got to get a new one. So let's see if we can work on that in the future. Stupid Fab, it says, there's less than 6 Williams tables that Zen has in their library, and they haven't released yet on 4KP. What happens when those come out? AtGames has nothing left for 2026. Marvel Star Wars could be a pipe dream. That's great. Maybe we can discuss that, you know. And I apologize for being sick, guys. You know, I'm fighting it out here. I'm giving the best that I got to you guys here on a Tuesday night. That's a really good question. What happens next? You know, I thought the Zen library was forever, right? Pinball pals, I need your help because I haven't even heard, besides the Bride of Pinbot, I've heard that's better than Pinbot. I haven't heard of any of these tables. I have never played them. You know, I just recently got into pinball, and it's an amazing hobby. It's really cool, but I gotta know about this stuff for sure. That's true. Basic fun claw machine could be coming. Zero Redux. You are not too far off, man. That's wild to think like Arcade1up is not a thing anymore, right? What do I do with my Arcade1up hoodie and my Arcade1up hat? Are they just gonna be like vintage collectibles in my game room? Like that's just wild to think. Jason Little Alien, thank you so much, man, for taking time out of the karate community and joining us here in the home arcade community to mod a little on a Tuesday night. Let's go, baby. Let's see here. We got Goofyfoot, CornerCade crew channel member in the house. Thank you so much, man, for stopping on by. Let's go, baby. I started the show a little bit late. I'm experimenting the 9 Central start. Does that work for you guys? Let me know in the chat. I know I'm hella behind, but that's okay. Let me know in the chat if that works for you guys in the house. Maybe see if we can get a couple more heads in here and, you know, cheers to y'all. All right, let's see here. James hates everything is in the house. I don't get to see James's comments anymore. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I can never see any of the chats, but James, you're here. Ask him if Basic Fun owns them. What am I asking? You're gonna have to let me know. Oh, you like the NFL talk. Okay, we do a segment of the NFL talk. Man, I hope I can make it through this show, guys. I'm telling you. I hope I don't hack up a lung. Mr. Murph Dog, thank you so much, man, for tuning in all the way from Hawaii. I'm live in your arcade. I absolutely love it, man. Zero Redux says not for nothing, but football YouTubers make bank. Format switch for 2026. This is a very interesting thing. So, first and foremost, I appreciate everybody that supports this channel, whether it be through watching our videos, liking them, leaving a comment, giving a super chat, handing out a membership. It's all fantastic, right? YouTube pays differently for what you do. Long and short, nobody gives a fuck about what you're talking about in home arcade, YouTube corporate wise, right? Now, YouTube corporate's going to care about anything hot, political topics, sports, because that's what drives so many channels. I mean, if I were to start a Bears only podcast, right? And talk about Cubs, Bulls, Blackhawks. You're not wrong, Zero Redux. I got to be honest with you. I mean, you see some of these guys. I look at, not for nothing. You can watch them, bro. I'm on par with how they perform on a show, and they got 3,000 people in there watching. Bear down, baby. Hundreds of dollars of super chats, just $100, $100. It's nuts the amount of money these guys make. You guys got to watch them. I'm serious. All my football heads in the house, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very interesting, and I'm like, maybe I should just talk sports from now on. The passion is home arcade 100%, but I love my sports. I do. What do you guys think? Like, should I move on? It's a very interesting topic to always talk about it, and just think with your head a little bit. Where are we at here? Vic Vicious has been obsessed all day with this Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This does nothing for me. I got to be honest with you. This is one of the, Vic, I got to tell for what it is, man. This is like one of those games you're going to play and then never play again. Like Mario Kart. Remember all the hype over Mario Kart? Nobody's playing that stuff anymore, right? See, the really cool thing about these arcades is they're timeless, right? I don't know why they're timeless. They're just special. Something about them is just special. And you always go back to them and they never die. It's just, they're great, right? But these new games, they're good. New beat 'em up games are good. No hate there, right? But it just doesn't have that special sauce to them. We're gonna jump in and play every time. But Vic is saying that Buy Stuff Arcades is doing a new Marvel Cosmic Invasion 1-Up cab mod into an MVC2. Can you imagine, getting these now with like a Shredder's Revenge TMNT cab? Like He-Man, Dynamo, Masters of the Universe cab, like that'd be kind of cool. I would like to see that. I would talk about that on the show, because you wouldn't have to have like a Nintendo Switch and Nintendo, all these Nintendo Switches in your cabinet, right? These would be modded to the actual. That'd be kind of cool, right? Julio Hernandez is predicting Packers 45, Bears 31. No, that's not going to happen. There's no way the Bears are going to give up 45 points. This is going to be one hell. It's going to be one hell of a slop knocker. Good old Jim Ross would say, this is going to be exciting, dude. Yeah, I always thought that. So I was looking at the schedule, and I'm like, okay, we got a couple losses coming up. I said the Steelers, we're going to lose against the Steelers. We're going to lose against the Eagles. We won both of them. Insane. So I'm like, okay, we're going to spank the Browns. If we could split with the Packers and beat, we're looking good. 11, 12 wins. I never would have thought the turnaround was going to be that quick. And guys, let me tell you something. There's nobody really in the NFL right now that scares me. The Bears have that bravado. They got that swag right now. They can take the ball away. What, number one in takeaways? I don't have the stats pulled up right here, right? Our defense is great. We can run the ball. Guys, you need to be able to run the ball and have a stellar defense in the playoffs, 100%. And if Caleb Williams can, lack of a better word, kind of get his shit together and get more accurate, oh my God. This is legitimately a scary team, and I never would have thought that coming out of the preseason. No way, dude. No way. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know, maybe my computer's making me, it's like moving all weird. I'm sorry for the coughing, guys. I'm sick. I'm injured. I have like the worst gag reflex. It's tough. It's tough. Hayden Duke Dog in the house. Said they used to have Justin Wong podcast. Said they used to have Justin Wong podcast, a product test. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. I know he did it for Arcade1up. Probably left there, was let go with everybody else. I know he's with Iconic. I don't know where that's going. So hopefully he does that. But I guess Basic Fun needs a lot of help with that. 100%. 100%, man. Basic Fun definitely needs somebody to QA test these things. I would have seen all of these mistakes. Me personally, guys, I'm not the savant of arcade, home arcade, right? There are people that know way more shit than I do, like on a technical level, an emulation level, a gameplay ability level, but even just a cosmetic level, everything would have been taken care of. I would have fired up games in Centipede, and I've been like, guys, you can't play these games. There's literally buttons that you cannot play these games with. What is the point of having this on here? You're just going to piss people off, right? There's some things that you might not be able to do, like get all the wrestlers in WrestleFest. Okay, you roll with it. If the WrestleFest had speaker girl covers, molded coin door, The gameplay was what it was, but the emulation was spot on. BOE screen, marquee was fine. It makes you question a little bit. Okay, you know, this cabinet's 100%. It's just missing a couple wrestlers. Is it bad? Is it good? Star Wars, if it was 63 inches, 65 inches, kind of like a Dynamo or Tron height, where that yoke is pulled up, they have a BOE monitor in there, coin or speaker gold covers, kind of makes you think, okay, this is actually a decent cabinet. I'm going to get it. And on that sale price, was it $450 for Black Friday? That was pretty good, right? I mean, that's pretty good. I don't, Chet, you can help me out with this. You disagree with me. I'm just saying some of these things could have been stopped. You know, like even saying, hey, look, this, you know, maybe this needs to be coated differently for the rub resistant deck, right? Or just slap and I don't like the deck protectors, but slap them on there. And I like the I like the play guard surfaces that on there. Here, I'll give you a trivia question, guys. I don't have it typed up, but listen to me here. I know I'm behind in the chat. I'll catch up in a second. What was the first Arcade1up that had the deck protector eliminated from with the play guard surface added to? I'm gonna see if I can stump you guys on this one. Let's go, baby. C Marvel is in the building, baby. Let's go. Well, that isn't true. We should want faster response times, but lucky in 2025, IPS is cheap to make and can be responsive as a TN panel. Yeah, guys, I just want something that's great. I don't understand why we can't have both. High response times, deep enriched blacks, no washout from side to side. I mean, good God, it's terrible. Like when you are doing, you know, an arcade room tour, right? And you see like perfect monitor, and then it's like white on the other monitor. It looks terrible. So all of this, well, when you're standing in front and playing it, it's fine. Yeah, but it's an eyesore, you know, when you're walking around your room trying to look at arcades. It just bothers you, right? Because the others aren't like that. Why is this one have washout? You know, why is this one washed out from left to right to left, whatever, up to down, back to right, whatever the case may be, right? So that's why it's like you got to get this, like you got to get these things, you just got to get these things ironed out, smoothed out, ready to go for the next run. I think the next run will be really, I hope it's really good. And guys, are we even going to see any of these XL Supreme models? We got to talk about that too. We got a huge show to talk about, and you guys are showing up and showing out tonight, guys. Not only in the chat, but give this video a like if you haven't, because we are a half an hour into the show and we haven't even started the topic yet. This is when, like, I really truly commend you guys for coming and bringing it on a Tuesday night, baby. It's just off the chain. And you want to talk about bringing it on a Tuesday night? Let me scroll all the way up here. Let's hit it with one of these. Vic Vicious, my man, let's go, baby. $5 super chat, channel moderator, let's go. He says, you know what this is for? Starts with a C, rhymes with the claw machine. Let's go, baby. Big decision we have to do in the CornerCade, guys. So, you know me, I run, Vic, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. You always know that. I don't even have to say it at this point. You guys already know that, right? I treat my arcade like I'm a general manager of a sports team. And sometimes guys get to sell off arcades at the highest value, kind of like at the trade deadline, right? So I actually just sold off Big Buck Hunter Pro, and your guys are like, why? You got the Retro 530 marquee in there? Well, it's been up for sale for a while, like year and a half, right? On, off, taken down, put back up. I got $500 for it. So the deal was good enough for me to go ahead and make that deal, guys, because I want to invest into other things in the home arcade. And that's where I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that 2026, something is coming in the works, baby. And I could be ready to slap and make a purchase, because it took over a year to sell that thing. So we'll see what happens. Cabinets are really random on Marketplace. Sometimes you get messages at the wazoo. Sometimes you get zero interest whatsoever. Mortal Kombat's kind of chilling there, just getting no interest, because if there's an MKXL coming out, baby, I'm jumping on that. Like yesterday, you already know. Okay, Nate. Nate says, Iconic has been less than a year. Some of the new wave toys orders have been 2 years now. Yeah. It's wild, dude. some of those new wave toys, dude, I feel for anybody that pre-ordered. I would have pulled out of all of them and gotten a full refund for sure. And they use the money to fund an order to retail before taking over pre-orders. Yeah, I don't agree with that, man. Listen, I've been a manager of businesses several times over, guys. I've worked since I was 16. I'm approaching 40 years old. Okay. First in, first out. There's no skipping. No order is more important than the next one. You cannot give that message out there that retail is more important than your customers. You just can't. I just don't agree with that. Now, listen, I don't own an arcade company. I don't own a business. There are people making these decisions that would look at me and laugh at me, right? Because the money's on the table. It just gives a bad optics to people like Nate here and a lot of you guys in the chat. Mike Hawkerts, he says he has like $2,000 or something in pre-orders. Insanity, right? Insanity. So is what it is. I've never bought a New Wave Toys product. I think they're really cool. I've never pre-ordered one of their products, so I don't know the pain. I know a little bit of the pain with the Alpha 2. I just know companies. What is the old saying? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. So make sure that the egg the chicken comes out of the egg before we go ahead and push something forward. That's all I'm gonna say, right? It just makes sense, right? Don't get the hype train started until something's ready to roll. Duke Dog, is this Hayden Do? I'm getting confused now with all these ads. I think this is Hayden Do here. Danny, it's just production delays. They got the master production cab, the golden sample a few weeks ago. I hope so. Fingers crossed that we don't hit that Chinese New Year and this thing is delayed even more. Man, you were really riding close with that. Oh my goodness. All right, where we at here? Don't laugh at me. I know it's bad. Hey, my kid's rocking a Brandon Marshall jersey. I don't get the kids' jerseys until they grow out of them, right? There's no point. So my son and daughter, I think they got a Trubisky and a Brandon Marshall. I'll upgrade theirs soon because they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Matt Ben Han says, bummer bro to the AtGames. Yeah, $30 for a Zen 3-pack. Price is pretty steep. Damn, that is true. Yeah, because the prices went up. We'll talk about it. I promise you, for you guys that are holding on right now, I promise you. I love when you guys keep this rocking and rolling because I want to make sure that everybody's voice is heard. That's one thing that I like to do on this show. If you got a question or comment, your voice is gonna be heard for sure. Get to know Doomsday Jersey, great player and a UW guy down the road from me. I thought more of a Wazoo guy, University of Washington, right? Who would I get? I think Joe Tooney would be pretty dope. Like a Joe Tooney jersey. I know he's not gonna be there forever. I'm trying to think. A defensive player. There's so many defensive guys. There's a lot of cool guys, a lot of likable guys. Like obviously Jalen Johnson is good, right? Like you go after the obvious, right? Kevin Byard, I think that would be a good one. He's leading like the league in interceptions. I love that. There's just so many good guys that there's a lot of cool, likable people on this team. This team is clicking, baby, and we've been playing shorthanded for a while now. I know everybody goes through injuries, but we've been down in the dumps with a lot of them. Like our whole linebacking core has been out. I mean, Jesus, you can get me in there and play some linebacker. To see Marvel, I've never seen anybody play Mario Kart. Who's playing Mario Kart on stream? At least streaming it. Are you guys playing behind the scenes? Because there was a couple streams and ain't nobody touched that. It's on the counter, dusting it up, just like Ghost of Yotai. Right, because you can holler if you hear me on that one. Joe K just throwing out a bunch of dollars in the house, 99 cents all around. Thank you, Joe K, for supporting the channel. Did you meant to hit like $1.99? Or were you trying to hit the super chat goal, you son of a... I bet you that's what he was trying to do. Joe K, you're hilarious. Thank you so much, man, for not only being here, but donating the $3 to the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, dude, the Bears are #1. Let's go. You already know that, Garage Gamer. Stop playing stupid. Oh, we got a Steelers fan in the house. BS55331 in the building says Steelers fan here. I don't think anybody else will be losing to them this year. Yeah, they're like a train wreck, right? You can tell like the Bears have like camaraderie. They have some swag to them. Like they got that it. You got to have that it. And man, what a difference. And this is what I was saying last year, guys. And I don't want to play Monday morning quarterback here. I'm surprised we got this much football talk in the chat. It's great. I was like, guys, the Bears need a goddamn offensive line. Caleb Williams is literally running for his life, like Justin Fields was. The reason why he's able to make these spectacular, like, whoop, whoop, whoop plays was because he was literally running for his life. He's going to get murdered out there. And so I'm like, Bears, you got to invest in the trenches. D-line, O-line, that's how you win. I know it's not flashy. I know you're not getting a running back or receiver, a cocky cornerback, right? But you got to invest in the trenches, and we need a coaching staff. That is like the one thing I said, like, good God, Matt Eberflus needs to go 3 weeks ago. You know, couldn't manage the clock, couldn't manage anything, right? And no, he might be a great defensive coordinator, but some coordinators like Dennis Allen just need to be coordinators, and Dennis Allen's a fucking stud. He's got that D playing great, or at least good enough, right, to make impacts and take the ball away. Oh, so funny. Jalen Hurts was like, he was asked, the Bears take the ball away. What do you think about that? What are you going to do about it? He says, well, we just don't turn the ball over. And this fool throws an interception and gets a fumble stripped out of him. I thought that was great. Deshaun Wright, baby, let's go. I thought that was kind of funny. It's like kind of eating crow there. But yeah, the Steelers don't have that. They just look like they're ready to go on vacation. Like they just look flat-footed. Like they just don't look good at all. I mean, that's just my 2 cents when watching them. Like there's nothing intimidating there, right? We got a lot of football fans in the house. That's awesome. JDV is in the building. Evil Genius Entertainment. I saw that Kicks quarter scale arcade review that you did. Really cool stuff. Those things look phenomenal, and I got some plans in the future to see if we could do something with that. But those things look so damn cool. Those quarter scale arcades, man. The attention to detail. They use real wood. This stuff is phenomenal. Those little buttons in the joystick, super fun. And it made you a believer, right? You were like, this thing's gonna stink, and it didn't. You loved it, and everybody loved it for the holidays. Really cool stuff. So go check out Evil Genius's Entertainment's review if you guys haven't seen it already. Super Fab says Lions looked unstoppable last year. Oh my God. You want to talk about Washington? They're like 2-9. They were in the NFC Championship last year. That's how quick things can turn on a dime. I feel like the Bears are this year, last year's Washington Commanders, right? Am I wrong, chat? Let me know. I know some people are falling off here. We're talking football. I'm sorry. This literally, the show could have been an Ask Me Anything, and that would have been the show right here. You guys are on fire tonight, dude. Unbelievable. And we've extended the show. I forgot. Hold on, Superfab, and I won't put you on hold, but this is important because we reached our goal, so that means we get extra bonus time. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight. Classic to deluxe. Every tab on the rack. Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. One more life. We'll take that stab. Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Let's go, get hyped. The CornerCade is back.
I promise, guys, we'll start the show. I promise. All right, where are we at here? I'm totally lost here. Hey, see, Marvel, this is the Let's Go show, okay? If you want to run your own show, go ahead. Like, this is how we're going to do it here. I can't read regardless, let alone, it doesn't matter slowing down or not. I can't read. I can't do math. It's trash. It's all trash. Where are we at? Stupid Fat Hobbit says, watching Humble this regular season records mean shit. Just like the dance got hot. That who makes it into the end. Yeah, you gotta get hot towards the end of the season, and then running the ball defense in the playoffs 1,000% is my belief is what's going to win. Obviously, having a good offense too. You got to be clicking on all cylinders, right? 3 phases of the game, right? Special teams, defense, and offense got to carry you through. Stupid Habit, I've been actually watching a lot of Lord of the Rings on YouTube, you know, like clips and pieces. I've been rewatching Lord of the Rings, just great movies, dude. Oh my god, just fantastic movies. It's been a while, you know, since they've been released. But I haven't seen the three movies to the prequel of Lord of the Rings either. I got to check those out. I know those were done in what, like 2012-ish sometime. Where we at here? Evil Genius Entertainment says, Danny, they used the worst monitor ever used in 3/4 scale arcades. It was an obviously super bad idea. Are we talking about the Star Wars one? Which one are we talking about? Let me know in the chat. I would assume Basic Fun with some of their upcoming you know, shows and stuff. Oh, let's go, dude. Wish I was a rock star. We got a Nickelback fan in the building. Says, no football talk, please, in the arcade shows. If you want to do a sports talk or football talk, then do it, but keep it separate from streams. People hate the sports. Don't have to sit through all that talk. Yeah, that's true. You know, I guess that's what the rewatch is for, the replay. You can fast forward through some of that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We got to keep it to arcades, people. Got me all sidetracked over here. Let's go here. Wingo is in the building. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Garage Gamers in the building. Danny, you got to pay for your first order a couple of years ago with your last order. That's how it works. You got to get everything mismatched. And then you're 50 grand deep in the hole. Let's go, baby. Steve Maddox is in the house. We're not supposed to build the new Arcade1up. What are you talking about? I have a new Arcade1up Pac-Man. We're still waiting. No, we don't need any new Arcade1up Pac-Mans. We don't need any of those. Super Dimensional is in the building, man. We got to get GTA 6 before Iconic Arcade ships. I'll let the jokes come in for sure, you guys. I've heard that's been delayed. That's a coin flip. What are you gonna get first, right? Hopefully, I kind of can come through. I still have faith, guys. I kept my pre-order, not backing out. I know people who have. It's $150 off, so that you know, put money where your mouth is, right? That helps smoothens things out a little bit, just a little bit though. We want to be able to play the cabinet, and I think it'd be a cool gesture. And I'm fighting for the community here. $150 off Double Dragon when it comes out. If it ships on time, $150 off Double Dragon, get it for $550, and I think now we're all even Steven. That's just how I think, right? I always go extra for the customer, right? Because why not? That without customers, you don't got a business. All right, where are we at here? I think we've caught up. Yes, the Ghost of Shishimi and the Ghost of Yotai. Yeah. Listen, it's Jason Little Alien's fault for the Taito thing. Okay, it's Taito, but he told me it's Japanese pronounced it Taito. So I was trying to be smart, and he screwed me all up. It's Taito. Oh my god, I can't. You guys are gonna. There's a lot of jokes behind that. It's so funny. They got it sound clip now on a soundboard of me saying Taito. Bunch of bologna sausage. I don't like it, but what I do like is this. So let's. Dan Z, first ever super chat that I've seen, $2 in the house. Thank you so much, man, for not only being here, supporting the channel, arriving late, but you're still here, ready to rock and roll. Dan, I love you, but I hate the Cardinals because I'm a Cubs fan, and that's just natural. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. As always, man, thank you so much, man, for being here. This show is wild. The show is wild, guys. Thumper Squid's in the house, too. Let's fucking go, baby. Thumper's in the house. Don't blame me now. Don't blame me for anything, Thumper. This Let's Go show. We got no pointing fingers over here, right? BS says, is the AtGames Zen pack still on schedule for release tomorrow? Currently performing surgery on my 4KP. Yes, it is. And I think that's a perfect segue. That now that we've caught up with the chat, we're gonna slide in one more comment here because Jason's got some defending on his part. I think. Let's see. Let's read it. It's subtle in Japanese, Danny. You say it far slower than they do. It's completely wrong. Guess that makes sense because I'm not Japanese. So now it's Taito. Well, I hope we can talk a lot of Taito because Double Dragon will be coming out. We can talk about that. That'll be cool. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's start the show finally. Guys, finally. And now we're in. We're starting the show. Are you guys hyped? Okay, so I got this guy. This guy's coming out tomorrow, guys. Zen Pack 7, I believe. Let me know. We got Whirlwind, Swords of Fury, Bride of Pinbot. Let me know, guys. Is this worth the $30? I've never played any of these tables, so I personally don't know. I've seen Bride of Pinbot gameplay on like a real pinball table. You know, I've seen that on stream before, but I think that one is good. I think that table's good, but what? And I apologize. I'm coughing up a storm, guys. It's December, man. I'm always sick in the wintertime. But are the other tables worth it? They look kind of cool, but are they worth it? Like, here's Whirlwind. Look at that tornado in the back. Is this worth my $30, guys? I need to know, because you guys guided me in a position that was great. Okay, Scared Stiff, awesome table. That's like top 3, top 5. It's one of my favorite tables. Definitely top 3. If you want to expand it to a top 5, it's definitely in that top 5. Can one of these tables, can 2 of these tables break that trend? That is the goal when I buy tables. I don't want to buy a table where I'm never going to play. Not a big fan of Creature of the Black Lagoon, to be quite honest with you. Love Fishtails. I love some of these other tables. But it's just interesting to note, to think, like, are these tables good? Are they worth your money? Because remember, it's not $15 anymore, guys. Let me play this again. It is much more than that. It is $30 now. Yes, $30. So let me know in the chat, guys. B Kirby, thank you so much, man, for sliding on in and being part of the show. Did you show your friend the autographs? Let me know in the chat, baby. Thumper says Bride of Pinbot is awesome. Mad Ben says Zen Pack tomorrow looks good. I think it's worth getting. Okay. How does it compare to like a table like Medieval Madness, Theater of Magic, Scared Stiff? Just out of curiosity. And one of these tables beat those tables. Because that's where I want to replace the best with even better and have a great depth chart. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That puts a smile on my face. Let's go, baby. All right, that's a private conversation behind the scenes. So Bride of Pinbot is a good game. Okay, Chris. So you think, guys, I should buy this? Chat, let me know. Again, there's a poll when we get to it as well. This is available tomorrow, guys. Anybody who's interested, so maybe I'll pick this up. We'll see. $30. It's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, it's nothing to sneeze at. But it looks like there's a lot of flippers on that one. So I don't know. There's a lot of flippers on both these. 3 flippers. I don't know. Kind of looking at that. Looks interesting. I'm just watching some gameplay because I've never played these games before, guys. I've never played these. So yeah, I think Bride of Pinbot's gonna be good. I think the theme song on that one's really good. All right, man, Benhan, I got a question for you real quick. So he says this pack isn't as good as the other Zen packs, but it goes, what Zen pack could beat this one out? Because I have some of them already, but some of them I don't have. Like I don't have the Red and Ted Roadshow one. Is there one that beats this one out? Let me know, because I would like to know, because I don't want to add, like I said, let me reiterate. I don't want to add pinball packs just to add pinball packs and never play them. I think it's a waste of money, right? I'd rather have a table with 5 Hall of Fame, and these are all Hall of Fame, but just grasp my grip here. Hall of Fame tables that I will play over and over and over and over and never get sick of, right? Over having 25 tables of junk I'm really never going to play. Maybe I play one, maybe I play the other, like I never touch them, right? Now I get it. We jump into packs all the time. I thought that Medieval Madness pack was great. There was what was it? The high speed chase game. You're driving fast in the highway and you Getaway. Thank you, Getaway. I thought the Getaway is a great table, right? Junkyard was a good table. Fishtails, awesome table. I love playing all these games, dude. I'm telling you, that AtGames machine is so damn cool, so damn cool. So we'll see. I'll kind of have a thumb on the pulse, and I think I might be purchasing this. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys conjugate and let me know. Oh man, I'm sorry for coughing. I feel like you guys are getting a load of me in the mic, and that's not any good. Okay, let's move on from AtGames, guys. I appreciate the feedback too, because I want to see how that works. I'm sure Mike will do a live stream too. Michael B, he'll do a live stream, and we can kind of see what his thoughts are before picking any of those. It's a harder pill to swallow, man. Now that they're like double the price, it really makes you think a little bit. All right, guys, let me ask you this. Will anything come out in 2026? Guys, we have a lot of things that have been rumored, right? We're talking a Centipede, and I'm going to use XL. You can say Supreme. It's the same difference, right? Centipede XL Supreme, right? We've now heard of a Mortal Kombat XL that is pretty much confirmed if you can fit the puzzle pieces together, right? We've heard of a Star Wars. Is that canceled? Is that coming through? WrestleFest, Double Dragon, TMNT. I mean, guys, this is starting to get crazy here. Do we think any of this is going to actually come to fruition? Chat, you have been rocking and damn well rolling for a straight hour. I need your feedback right now because I need to know. Am I crazy? Is stuff actually coming to the cornercade? Is stuff actually coming to fruition? Is stuff actually going to be released? Or is this all just a hogwash and fart in the wind, as some could say? Glairzilla, thank you so much, man, for stopping on in and being part of the discussion. Evil Genius says, well, we're getting at least Alice and TMNT real world pinball. I do think Iconic Arcade will deliver in January. And that's right. We're getting some stuff from Wonderland. We're going to get a beginning at TMNT in the future, and we're getting an Alice Goes to Wonderland. I mean, that is in production, currently ready to ship kind of thing. So that'll be on time, ready to roll. Wonderland will hit the general availability in early 2026. A lot of things for 2026 is going to be happening. So that's why it's like, man, is this all coming to fruition or what? Oh my God. All right, let's see here. Chris Uner said the probability they probably canceled the Return of the Jedi Supreme just to piss me off. That Supreme line, I mean, they know, so Basic Fun, Arcade Classics, they've gotten a lot of feedback on both of these cabinets. One would like to think that they would have taken that feedback, written it down, right? Because it was kind of conveyed everywhere, right? It wasn't just one person saying it. It was like dozens of people saying it, right? And they can kind of take that and make adjustments for the Supreme line. I really, really hope they do. We'll just see where that goes from that. And there's a lot of things that they could have just, like for the Ultra line, if they're going to be adding speaker grill covers and coin doors, then on the Supreme line, do they light them up now? Do they light them up? They kind of make things different. What do they do? Nate says, no confidence that Basic Fun can deliver a proper XL cabinet. They need to prove us wrong. I totally agree with that. Totally agree. I have faith that they will get it right. And you got to have faith that they're going to get it right. Because we are possibly down to two companies that are going to be making arcade recreations. And for you, like deluxe ultra fans, you got one company again, that is like an Arcade1up all over again, right? At least with this company, they're going to take some chances, I would like to think, and we're going to follow in 2026, right? So hold on to your butts, because I think that they're going to roll the dice a little bit more. I think you're going to get some of the rehashes too. And we'll talk about if, Arcade1up gets acquired, you're looking at owning some licenses here that we didn't think was possible, which, again, you go behind the scenes, right? You just put your tinfoil hat on and you think to yourself, well, if Midway is with Arcade1up and Basic Fun is, pretty much going to get an order here from Mortal Kombat XL, do they already have it, right? Or is this not some licenses, and this is where it gets like deep in the weeds, aren't really restricted to one company. Some of them can do multiple, like Bandai Namco, for example, right? There's a lot. I don't know the tail of the trade here. I don't have my ear to the ground with thumb on the press kind of thing, where I don't know why that is with some companies and why it isn't. There's exclusivity sometimes and there's not other times. So it's just very interesting. The whole dynamic is very weird. And I feel like Arcade Hobby, like really moves slow, guys. It's like watching grass grow, paint dry, water boil. And it's like, man, can we just get stuff to fill up our game room? It's like, come on, man. So we've been kind of making some moves here at the Cornercade, and I'm sure you guys have been doing the same at your home arcade as well, in anticipation for things that are coming. Now I'm taking a big gamble because if things don't come, I'm gonna be SOL. But I gotta be honest with you guys, from my lips to your ears, kind of thing. Playing on an XL cabinet, once you play on that, it's very difficult to go and play on a deluxe cabinet. So my mindset has been straight XL. It's just been the way of the wind, and it's where we're going now with that direction. So I would like to hope and think that titles will be coming out. If we could just land a WrestleFest, a Turtles, a Double Dragon, and an Alpha 2, right? If we could get those to come out in a Star Wars, just as like a bonus, right? We'd be lining ourselves up in a pretty good spot, right? Chat, I mean, what do you think? That's 5 cabinets, guys, from 2 companies. I think it's very doable. I think whatever the issue is with Iconic Arcade and that delay is over, I think they can, at that point, start hammering these things out. Like, there's no more delays anymore. Preseason's over, regular season is here, and the playoffs are coming, baby. Like, I think all of these delays were just, them ironing everything out. Iconic Arcade really has never done this before, right? Like, yes, they could be using the same factory like Arcade1up is used, or whatever the case may be, but Iconic themselves have never done this before to this scale with these licenses and this quality, guys. You've seen their arcade that they released before. It's laughing stock. Let's just be honest with you. It was. And so I think the jump from laughing stock, from worst to first, it's a big leap, guys, a big jump. So, like, are they able to do this? Well, we'll see. We'll see once we get the Alpha 2 here, the quality, the presentation, how things run. But I think once they can nail this, going into the future, it should be bang, bang, boom, 3 months of cabinet. That's how it should be. But I mean, companies also don't want to oversaturate themselves, right? And that's like playing the game like this. Like, well, then don't make 50,000 of these things. Do runs of what you can make for an affordable price. If it's 3,000, then I've always said, you run a Kickstarter, take a poll, do whatever you want. I don't know. But a lot of these companies are gun shy in releasing some of these cabinets, like a Cuber, a dedicated Defender, yada, yada, so on and so forth. Like, we could be here all day, guys. In 2 shows now, I've gave you a game plan and a roadmap, 25 years deep of titles, right? Now, some risks on there with, like, see, a lot of these companies think like pole position would be a risk, an XL pole position. That ain't a risk, right? An XL Marble Madness is a risk, and that is still one that I would buy day one, right? Like, let's just call it for what it is, guys. An XL 720, in my opinion, that's a risk, right? But these companies see it differently. They took a risk. I didn't think NFL Blitz was a risk. I don't know why. Maybe things were ordered in the quantities that they were. Maybe that was the problem. You order 10,000 of them. Can you really sell 10,000? I don't know. Maybe you had to do that to justify the pricing that it is the NFL license. I mean, this is a big rabbit hole, guys, that you can go down. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Turtles license is pretty easy to acquire. I feel like these companies can make it. I feel like there's no excuse that an XL and an Ultra version of these shouldn't come out, for 2026. So these are what I would love to see. And then who knows what happens? I predicted a Tekken. I mean, we can go down the line and we will get there. Trust me. And when 2026 comes closer and closer and closer and closer, and we go through March, April, May, June, July, we're going to start to see some of this stuff, and we're going to be able to talk about it, and stuff's going to get leaked and stuff's going to get talked about. And this is going to be very, very exciting no matter what way we go. As far as Ultras, we'll still talk about Supremes, Extremes, you name it. We're going to talk about all that stuff. It's going to be really, really a cool ride. But that's what we were promised. And I've always asked myself the question, do we think that these titles are actually going to come to fruition? Or is this a bunch of hype and they're just going to fade away like a sunset rider, baby? Are you not entertained? That's right, Thumper Squid. Let's go, baby. Chad, I'm going to have to lean on you guys for this one. Let me scroll all the way here. JDV says, I think Basic Fun will blow out all of those Jedi cabs at 450, learn from their mistake, and put in a decent monitor. Yes. Get good emulation, decent monitor, speaker grill covers, coin door covers, raise the cabinet. Like, for this build design, you cannot just crunch everything down in a 60 to 61 inch height cabinet. You can't. Some cabinets are different. Tron was different, for example. So 65, 68 inches, like, it was bigger, Return of the Jedi should have been taller. I think they know that. At least I hope they know that, because, you know, we want to get something good. We want to get something that's playable, right? Nate says Iconic is going to be the best we can hope for. Just have to hope the production issues are worked out. And I really want them to put, HAP, IL sticks in those things. Even if they were like knockoffs or whatever the case may be, I can swap out the cherry switches, all that jazz. I don't want to see Arcade1up joysticks in these new machines. These are big machines. Those little joysticks are so dinky, and that unfortunately is what we're going to be getting. I've seen enough renders of this thing, and it's kind of disappointing. It sucks because the prototype showed like haps in there, and I'm like, yes, finally, right? The Rock has come back. Finally, we're gonna get those things, and that I'm very excited, because once you play on those guys, I'm telling you, I had the Killer Instinct Pro. You can see it behind me now, finally in the picture. Once you play on those guys, they're just better. And then you start to imagine yourself, wow, what other cabinets could I play these sticks with, right? And they're just better. There's just really no discussion. And so I that was one of the things I was like, oh man, Moses smell the roses, that kind of stinks, and I gotta mod that thing, right? But that's just one of the things that I'm kind of naming. Chris Nooner says, kind of worried that the problem with the tariffs and the cost to produce at a decent price will continue to affect well into 2026. That is a very real issue. This is the world that we live in, guys. It's a very real issue, and maybe that's why a lot of companies said, well, let's just hold on, want to kind of maximize profits without delivering the extra cost to the customer. I could see that for sure. JDV says, I really hope to see a big name IP from AtGames. You're looking for Star Wars or something? That'd be cool. Be cool to see Marvel, Star Wars. It'd be really cool to see that for sure. Nate Yu says, might be same factories, but Iconic seems to be holding them to higher standards than others. It's a more premium cabinet that's expensive, so maybe at the end of the day, that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. That you don't want to get junk in your house, right? And then I gotta mod it. Maybe that's a good thing, right? Maybe the delay isn't as bad as we thought it would be, right? Thumper, you still got a 4K? I love mine. I love it. Like I said, I play it every day. But if you're gonna get one, Thumper, you gotta use my affiliate code it's always in the description. So make sure you slide on in. Shout outs to those who have used it too. It really helps support the channel. Really do appreciate it. Now you're gonna be paying $300 to $400 more than I paid, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's why it was great to get in early. The prices were never gonna go down. They're only gonna go up. So yeah. That Turtles one is an interesting option too, but no Zen tables are on that. So yet, right? So you gotta wait. I feel like you gotta wait with that one until they can get some Zen. You don't want to just be stuck playing AtGames originals the whole time. Mr. Murph Dog says basic fun just sounds terrible. The name, I mean. Yeah, I think that's why they use the arcade classics kind of branding. And then speaking of basic fun, guys, basic fun. And James Hates Everything really is the master of explaining litigation, right? I'm not that guy, baby. I'm not that guy. But allegedly, and this is the thoughts of my own. Wait, what's that disclaimer? Allegedly, and this is all hearsay, is that Basic Fun is in talks with acquiring Arcade1up. Man, I never thought Arcade1up would be bought and sold. That's wild to me. I just want you to really think about that, right? Now, the whole kit and caboodle goes to Basic Fun. So is this a good thing? Or is this a bad thing, guys? Let me know here. The poll is rocking and rolling, and that poll is the potential purchase of Arcade1up from Basic Fun Arcade Classics a good thing. 72% says yes, Arcade1up isn't making anything. No, it goes to about 28%. So we'll look at it as 70-30%. No, it's another possible option. And why do I say that? So when a company gets bought, right, it's always good. It's always good for the consumer to have like 10 companies rocking and rolling, right? 5 companies, 8 companies, multiple companies. If there's one company, guys, we've already been here before. You guys remember when it was just Arcade1up and AtGames? And let's be honest with you guys, AtGames focuses on the multicade and their second multicade in a pinball machine. That is it. They're not making recreations. So you had one company, and every week we got on stream poking them with a stick, saying, "Come on, do something, do something, do something besides Pac-Man." We never got that, guys. We got a re-release Terminator 2 and a claw machine, and that Terminator 2 was a slimmed down version, which took me by surprise because they didn't do that to the re-released Buck Hunter. So a lot of like just waiting and waiting, and that's why we started modding things, guys. We started buying cabinets and modding them and delivering stuff that we wanted because we knew that these companies were never going to make them. And then we had some light shed on us with other companies coming into the fold. Basic Fun, Iconic Arcade, so on and so forth. Wonderland Amusements now making a real recreation pinball machine. So a lot of cool stuff. And, you know, you had options from New Wave Toys, Quarter Scale Arcades, Glenn Planamento, and GRS Thunderstick Studios. You know, you have an XL version of just a multi-cade that you can do whatever you want. And then G.I. Joel came into the mix and started doing this build choice, Nintendo build choice, which you will have a recreation Robotron. So, man, it's like, cool. This is awesome. This is like, we have all these options, right? So now with Arcade1up kind of possibly exiting the scene, right? I don't know if they would be like a separate division and branch of Arcade Classics, and you have two kind of companies working alongside producing cabinets, or if everything just gets mixed into one and then that's what it is, right? So the best analogy is like I always thought about when like T-Mobile was buying up like US Cellular, Sprint, like all these companies, right? And they just put up they just use their cell towers, right? And they just expanded and gotten bigger. So could that be what Basic Fun Arcade Classics does? They keep the Arcade1up branding name, they keep that division, they're just getting profits from them, right? And we came up with this. I made a video 5-6 months ago on, are these two companies working together? Might have not been too far off with that. This might have started a long time ago. We won't know until we get some leaks or something from said people that have been in this, have heard these negotiations, right? So we came up with this video, man. Are these two companies working together? Because everything's the exact same. Why is it? What's going on here? The packaging, everything is the same. I mean, down to the black foam that they use in their packaging, right? So this could have started a long time ago. And now we end up here, you know, half a year later kind of thing. It's just very, very interesting that the timing, it's just interesting. That's all I want. That's all I'm going to say and think about. But Dre God, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go, baby. Mike Cockert's in the house, CornerCade Crew channel. Remember, I picked up the SpongeBob claw machine. Finally, a fine time this week to pick it up. Dude, that's awesome. That's like, tell me how it is, man. I'm on the fence about getting a claw machine. It's for the kids, right? I'll play it a little bit too, but it's for the kids. I'm interested to see. I know we've been on the fence about that for a while. So, where was I now? So I was wondering if these two companies were working together, if there was a merger, what was going on, right? And so maybe there's more true, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Now, the bad thing to this, right, would be there's less options. Possibly. We don't know how this is going to play out. Again, will this be a subdivision? Will Arcade1up still be rocking and rolling, doing slimcades, claw machines, you name it, right? Or maybe they're doing more like game room solution type things, and Arcade Classics is doing his arcade things, so they got both pots covered, right? You can see that. Or is this a total destruction rebrand where we're just firing everybody, we're grabbing all your assets, we're going to make all your profits on pre-existing things that are still in warehouses, and we're just going to seize all the licensing, and we'll be doing things under the Basic Fun brand, right? Could be interesting. I don't know. Like, I'm an arcade guy that enjoys the arcade games. This is totally James Hates Everything, getting down to the skeleton and bones litigation. You already know what I mean, right? So definitely kind of interesting. Now, the positive thing to this would be Arcade1up wasn't going to do anything, right? Like, think about this, guys. Basic Fun, arcade collections, if they have Midway, could literally come out now with a stand-up Hydro Thunder, guys. We've been preaching this for years. They could do anything now. a lot more options, right? With these game titles, even something as simple as a Mortal Kombat XL that has kind of been already hinted and possibly confirmed, guys. So I want you to think about that. How long have we've been craving an MKXL? Now I'm not gonna go, pulling my pants down on stream for this, but I'll buy it. It's good. I have Mortal Kombat. I know what it is, guys, but it's nothing exciting and new. It'll sell well, yes. Okay, the possibilities of reskinning that cabinet, maybe to an NBA Jam, a Blitz. You got that midway cabinet design, right? It's a good modding cabinet like the Dynamo was, but this is an XL form. It's a totally different ball game, guys. But we want to see something new and exciting from Midway. I would love to see a properly done Blitz and NBA Jam in an XL form factor. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. I love this. Thumper says, basic fun is like getting to first base. I want a home run. Yeah, I like that analogy. That's fair. It's like some of them, they had like a shot down the line. You think it's gonna be a home run, but it like curved foul. That's kind of like the feeling I get. Connell in the chat says Wonderland Pin is the only new cab I'm getting. Just upgrading and modding everything else. Buy stuff Star Wars PC. That's a great option too. We did that. We held off the brakes of modding because all this XL talk. It just sucks that like everything was pretty much delayed a year essentially from when we kind of talked about this. I think the steam will really start rocking and rolling in 2026. I have a lot of belief, but you guys know that I'm more positive and optimistic than a lot of other people. I'm hopeful that something is going to come out and we're going to be excited, right? I'm holding on to hope because that's all we got. We don't have anything else, guys. We got to make this work because these are the companies we have to rely on to make this work and make this rock and roll. Chris says, I saved up and bought a Unico Nova Blast for Christmas. Oh, let's go, man. That's dope. That's dope. That's really cool. I saw James's Nova Blast and I was thinking, man, this is really awesome. Like you could plug anything in there. It's expensive for what it is, but I think it's cool to have like a candy cab, especially if you have it like in the living room. It's just like in the corner. You have like 2 stools and you can go up and play it. Like I think it's a really cool thing. I really do. There's no hate over here. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't get that, right? If you put that in line with your other arcades, though, it might look a little goofy, right? Because it's so small. But if you have it separated from your arcade, I think there's a lot of potential in that because you can do a lot of cool things with that. I mean, you could literally plug anything in there. And the coolest thing is you can plug like original boards in there to these arcade games and play the real thing, right? Like that's even cooler. So you can literally do whatever you want to do. And that beautiful 26-inch, Unico monitor is just, it's off the chain. It's a really cool product. I'd be all for that having in my arcade. Christina says, I don't think the licenses are transferable, would be renegotiated, I assume. Perhaps. I assume like once you buy everything, it's yours, but maybe. Maybe there's a clause in there that says, well, this is for Arcade1up only. And maybe that's where they keep the division of Arcade1up, right? Like now that they own it, they're just collecting profits off it. We're still going to keep it Arcade1up. All the people are still in place. Buildings are still in place. They're going to function as usual. The only difference now is all that profit goes into our pockets. It doesn't go into theirs. So think about it as like an investment, right? That's where I think maybe this might not be a bad thing, right? Maybe Arcade1up still comes out with stuff. And maybe they have now some backing and some funding. We always know that they were struggling for years. But now with Basic Fun on their side, maybe they can release some new and exciting stuff under that branding. It's really kind of whatever Basic Fun wants to do, right? Are they just buying out the competition at this point? Or are they working in tandem with Arcade1up now to release cool and exciting things at a more faster pace? So now we get 5 cabinets a year instead of 1 or 2, right? Vic Fisher says, Basic Fun should release every Arcade1up cab from scratch as an XL / deluxe without risers. Yeah, I thought that was the plan from Arcade1up. That's why I got rid of a lot of my riser cabs like Star Wars. I thought we were going to see all this, and it was like a no-brainer, right? Like I felt like this is a layup. Dragon's Lair, Tron, all of these, insane. I thought for sure we were going to get deluxes and all this, and possibly even XL lines in the future. I mean, can you guys imagine? I want you just to close your eyes just real quick, right? It's not embarrassing, maybe for me because I'm on stream live in front of the world, but not for you guys because you're in the privacy of your own home. But close your eyes and just imagine what a Tron XL would look like. You know, that one piece, just bigger, wider. What a Dragon's Lair XL would look like. I mean, what a Star Wars XL would look like. I mean, these things would be showpieces, my guy. You thought they were showpieces, deluxes? I mean, this is even better now. This is even better. I'm telling you, man, the possibilities, they're really high. And that's why I'm still here, guys. That's why I'm not making my sports talk radio podcasts. That's why I'm for Home Arcade, man, because we got to get this ball rolling, guys. Companies, you've got to wake up, baby. Like I always say, wake up, chat. I need a sounder for a wake up, chat. Yeah, I mean, we got to wake up, man. I think it's right there. I think if we could just get through these humps, I think a lot of it has to do with tariffs. I think a lot of it has to do with the production line somewhere down. I think if a lot of it just gets smoothed out, we're looking good. I'm hoping, guys, that Basic Fun can get this right. We have not seen. We need to get some leaks. We need to get some information. We need to get some confirmation of, guys, XLs are coming. Supremes are coming. This is the target set date. These are the target titles. Would be phenomenal. Just like an email blast would be incredible. Giving us some hope. Letting us save up some money for those. And hopefully not paying or overpaying too much, because we know that those Basic Fun cabs, guys, are $100 more than what the deluxe Arcade1up was. So does that mean the XL and Supreme lines are going to be even $100 more than the Arcade1up ones were? You're leaking into the extreme category. And I don't know. That's going to be an expensive territory for anybody to be in. My guy Jason, the little alien in the house. Thank you so much, man, for not only holding this channel down and supporting us like you do every day, every stream, every chance you can, but donating with 10 CornerCade Crew channel memberships, man. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome, rocking and rolling. I am going to go ahead and end the poll because it's pretty much a landslide at this point. And what that poll is saying, and Jason, thank you so much as always for supporting the channel, is that yes, Arcade1up isn't making anything. So if this merger is happening and Basic Fun, if they are buying Arcade1up, it's all hearsay, then this could be a good thing, right? This could be a good thing for Home Arcade. Time will tell. Is this the I told you so moment? I don't know. It's not really, because I don't know either way. It could be good either way. It's going to be interesting to see though if they have a subdivision Arcade1up from Arcade Classics over just one merger. I think that's the biggest question that I have. And I know a lot of people have covered this, and a lot of people give their different 2 cents opinions on this kind of topic. It's just going to be interesting all around to see what the future really holds and where this takes Home Arcade. And will Basic Fun be able to do more exciting cabinets? Time will tell, right? Or is this going to be a clearance sale of Arcade1up stuff? Maybe I can get my claw machine for dirt cheap now. That'd be pretty cool, right? Yes. Hey, we'll take it. Contra XL. I was given it things that came out. I go, think about it. Tempest XL. I'd love to see a Crystal Castles XL. That'd make me drop my pants on stream. That would make me drop my pants, baby. For some reason, those 80s caps are just art pieces, man. Art pieces. Bill Kirby, the Chicago arcade guy, says they wouldn't buy Arcade1up and the license, the Arcade1up line, unless the existing licensing and warehouse stock came with the deal, if that was to happen. Yeah, I think it would be the whole kit and caboodle, right? Because why would you buy it then? I feel like the Arcade1up name too is like kind of like tainted a little. It could be just us being sour, not getting anything in the home arcade community. I just think that like it's tainted just a smidge, right? It could be wrong. Retailers be like, no, it's great, right? I mean, no, it's great. Chris Uner says, how much do retailers care for the Arcade1up name? Look at that. Speak of the devil, right? I'd stick with Basic Fun. Just more humble, in my opinion. It is interesting because with this release, Basic Fun is kind of in that same boat. It's like both companies that just are not getting it fully right. Arcade1up got like the features, the monitor quality, the marquee quality. They got everything that we needed. They just didn't release shit. You know, it's like you can have all this stuff, but goddamn, it's a Pac-Man after Pac-Man. And it's like the difference. Like Basic Fun is taking some chances with WrestleFest, you know, doing something that we always wanted in the Star Wars, right? But they're not getting the quality right. So I think if they could just get the quality right, I'd rather have this team right here. I got to be honest with you. The Basic Fun guys that are willing to take a risk, bring us new and exciting stuff, rehash old stuff in a deluxe ultra form, right? But just if they could just get it right, then I don't want them taking shortcuts and not putting a BOE monitor in, not putting coin doors or speaker grill covers in, or not getting the emulation right. There's a lot of things, right? Wi-Fi too. Totally forgot that that's going to be included as well. So you'll be able to do those patches and those updates. I think they said that enough. I said that from the jump. I said, you got to have Wi-Fi in these things. Nobody is taking their cabinet over to a laptop, plugging it in, doing manual soft mod upgrades. It's just way too, you're asking way too much from the common person, right? I know we here in the community can do it, but common people ain't doing that stuff. And common people are what is moving the needle for these companies. You got to have a Wi-Fi, automatic update, boom, bang, shabam. Also, listen, if Basic Fun is still watching, if anybody here knows Basic Fun, right, and they're still watching an hour and a half deep into this coughing, sick live stream, I absolutely love the Return of the Jedi menu screen. I love how every game is like diagonal. I love the clean cut, the artistic work to it. Phenomenal. Do that with every single cabinet going forward. That Centipede one looks like garbage. The WrestleFest looks terrible. I love the Star Wars one. And if you have more games and it's a thinner slice going down, you know, they're not as thick. If you got 2 games or 2 thick slices, you guys know 2 thick slices of pie, right? I know you guys, if you have these cabinets, you guys would know more than me. I just seen pictures. I love it. I love it. It's something fresh, new. I get it to UI. Does make a difference. You're staring at it every single time you play the game. Just like the monitor makes a difference. You're staring at it every single time you play the game. So if they could do that going forward, I think that should be, guys, try to push the needle. If anybody can let Basic Fun know, because that just looks great. Looks great. Thor KC is in the building, baby. Big Chiefs fan. Your Chiefs are struggling hard, my guy. So far, the only thing that Basic Fun has done better than Arcade1up is releasing WrestleFest. I knew possibilities are exciting, but I can't say I'm very impressed with Basic Fun. That's so far. That's fair. I think that's a fair statement. I think they would say that too. You know, if I get them on the show, they would say the same thing. Hey, this wasn't the release that we wanted, but we're going to get it right. I feel like some wordage in there would have been appropriate, right? And that's fair. Let's give them till round 2 to really question where their heads are at. Because they've been giving every single answer to the test. Did they take notes? And did they memorize those answers? You guys will see it. We all will see it. And the Supreme line and in the Ultra line going forward. Zero Redux says, have you seen the new Stranger Things? Kid had a full-size hang-on in his bedroom. No, I haven't. I want to watch Stranger Things, and I think that's something I'm going to start with my wife. My wife just finished One Tree Hill, and she has no idea what to watch now. So I asked her, I was like, well, what if we start watching Stranger Things? I'm going to see if I can get her on board with that. I'm going to see. Full-size hang-on, though. That's wild. That's pretty cool. I always like seeing arcades and shows, right? Evil Genius Entertainment says, does Qbert have wide mass appeal? I mean, I know we love it, but does anyone else? I will say yes, because it is an iconic staple for arcades. Like when you think of arcade logos, you know, you think Space Invaders, right? The little monster, right? You guys have seen this, right? Pac-Man, right? We've seen that. Qbert. I know there's other ones in there, but I feel like Qbert is there. And if you're scared to make a Qbert, I mean, what if you're scared, go to church, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you here. If you're scared to make a Qbert's not a gamble. It's just not. We've been clamoring that for you know, the home arcade community for a long time. That would be like saying, you know, any one of these titles is a gamble. Literally, that's like saying, well, Crystal Castles, that's a gamble. Like, that's not a gamble in my opinion. And again, it's easy for me to say because it's not my money, right? It's easy for me to say, well, I just want it because I want it in my game room. I get there's analytics that got to go in with this. I understand it's only going to be a 2-cab game. I get all that. It's just, I don't know, man. I think it would sell. I just think it would. I think a lot of these games would sell. And to be quite honest with you, why aren't we still talking about games like Qbert, any of these arcade games, Missile Command, right? Road Blasters. Why are we talking about these, right? 40, 50 years later, because they're iconic. No pun intended. We're not talking about Madden 13. Nobody plays Madden 13. We're playing Madden 2026. Okay. Nobody's playing Black Ops 1. They don't have a service for that anymore. Right? No one's playing Battlefield 1. It's done. These games are talked about for a reason because they're all legendary, iconic titles that will more than likely, with the help of young people like myself, pass it down on, and the help of you guys, be legendary games that people play over and over and over again in the future. That's why we're talking about this, right? All of these games behind me are legendary. KI is a legendary game, right? Mortal Kombat, you name it. Pac-Man, of course, like all of these. Why? It's so simplistic, right? Like, well, there's games that are better than that, right? Yeah, well, this is what we play for, man. Like, this is what it's about. So if you don't think that you can release a title that is not going to sell, that is in that iconic, grouping, like we're not asking you to release a food fight cabinet, right? Even though it's great, I'd probably buy it, right? We're not asking you to release an R-type cabinet, right? We're not, what a Beavis and Butthead cabinet, right? Like, we're not asking you to, I don't even know bad arcade games. It's like, that's a whole nother show. Can you name bad arcade games, right? Like, I'm confused, like, I just don't get it, but, yeah, I don't see what would be a bad, can you imagine a Golden Axe and a Dynamo XL? Jesus, Jenny. Unbelievable. I don't know. B. Kirby, what do you think? Any iconic 80s arcade will sell. There you go. Let me tell you something, guys. This is somebody who's 30. I'm 39 years old, guys. If I get it, you got to wake up. Hey, I'm the same age as Ben Johnson. Holler if you hear me, right? Here we go. We're going to be a little slow.
Holler if you hear me! Yeah!
So I'm young, guys. I'm getting older. But, for you guys that are 50, 60 years old, deep 40s, I'm preaching to the choir here, I believe, right? If I understand this, what are we doing at these companies that are understanding this, right? You got to know. You got to know. Be like being an NFL head coach and you don't know how to draw up a defense or an offense. Like, what are you doing here? Where are we at here? Chris Uner says the general public. My autocorrect is being a D-bag tonight. Also, we'll have to scroll up. What does he say? Oh, there. I got you. The general public. I love Qbert, but I don't know if the general public would jump on it. Well, here. This is the thing. Then Kickstarter it. Put your money where your mouth is. If people want it, they'll buy it. Buy it up front. I don't know what the right answer is for this, right? Run a poll, like from your website or an email blast. I know Arcade1up tried to do this a long time ago, got lost in the sauce. I think everybody voted like Star Wars or something. But there are ways to kind of poke and prod to kind of get an answer here, right? And I get it. Companies don't want to be like left off the hook. They bought all these things and they don't sell, right? I just think there's way too many of us that have home arcades. And I think that there's more than 3,000 people that own a home arcade that would jump on this. And that's just one title, right? We're just talking about Qbert. I mean, you can talk about anything, right? I would love to see an XL Marvel cabinet, right? Marvel Superheroes, Children of the Atom, whatever. Have all those games on it. Day one buy for me, right? Day one. Pretty much all the cabinets that I have left, I'd love to see in an XL. And I'd love to see new titles, guys. New and exciting titles. This is what's going to grow this hobby. I think the companies know that. But to think that a Qbert wouldn't sell, that's just peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Yeah, see, Zero Redux. I want a Cuber 100%. And we talked about this before. We had polls on the last show about, just the possibility of, like a Cubert XL, right? And I feel like you got to do like XL and Deluxe, Supreme, Ultra. You got to do those sizes. You got to do both sizes for any title that you make, because there's going to be buyers that want either or. And I don't know if you can split it. That $3,000, production line was always like the mark, right? Can you do 1,500 Ultra and 1,500, Supremes? And does that equal 3,000? Can you do that? I'm just asking. Maybe that's a good idea, right? Can you still make your money, because we want these companies obviously to make money so they can produce new and exciting stuff. But yeah. Thor KC says, give me a Roadrunner cab. That would be cool. I never played the game, but I've seen the arcade cabinet. It's just like it's like the Atari Marvel Madness, Yeah. You and James hates everything. Wants a Beavis and Butthead. I've never played the game either. We're going to, I already promised Ezekiel that we're going to go to Galloping Ghosts. We're going to take the family. We're going to go there one of these days. And it's going to be a blast. David said, wife loved Mappy, hated it. I actually learned how to play Mappy the other day. I didn't even know how to play it, right? It's not that bad, but yeah, I wouldn't get like a dedicated cabinet for that. Vic said, Danny, here's the answer. Simple. Basic, fun, and iconic can sell limited numbers direct from their sites. If they sell out, release more, no brainer. You're not wrong, but here's the thing. So let's say you release 1,000, right? And they get bought up. Let's just say it takes like a couple weeks to buy them all up. You might say, well, that's successful, right? But then you buy another 1,000 and they're just sitting there. Because all the people that wanted it, there was only 1,000 people that wanted that cabinet, or 1,200 people, or 1,500 people, right? Now you're sitting on 500 of them. You're sitting on 1,000 of them. What do you do then, right? This is it's very easy for me and everybody else, I get it, to sit there and say, look, all this shit would sell. We want it. We want it. I definitely understand companies saying, whoa. But saying whoa to titles like Cubert, Turtles, I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I get it. Arcade1up was just through this, right? They thought Blitz was going to be a hit. They thought The Simpsons was going to be a hit. It wasn't. Let me tell you something. There's going to be titles that exceed your expectations, right? You never thought that actually 10,000 people want to buy a Mortal Kombat XL, when in reality you thought 3,000 were, right? And it just blows it out of the water. Well, it's going to offset some of the titles that maybe you thought were going to do well, like a Cowboys, a Moo Mesa XL, right? Maybe that one didn't do too hot, right? Kind of offsets it, right? You got to play that balancing sheet game, right? Well, you're going to have that. Not every title is going to be a banger. It's very interesting because, like, Double Dragon stinks, but I kind of want it in my arcade because it just looks fucking cool, right? Like, that's like the offset of all this. It's maybe not the greatest game, but damn, that cabinet looks fucking sexy. And man, that's cool. That marquee is gorgeous. That signer is capiche. Chef's kiss, right? It just looks so cool. And to have like different cabinets, with different companies, like a Taito cabinet, you got your Microsoft cabinet with Killer Instinct. Hold on one second. I'm hoping next week I'm 100%. I'm just saying 100% next week. And you got your Capcom cabinet, maybe multiple Capcoms, because there's so much multiple Midways, because there were so many games. That would be awesome. I think it would be really cool to see like a T2 XL. God, you guys, you think I'm goofy? No, that'll be dope, man. I'm telling you, just done right. Where are we at here? Zero Redux says Cubert has actual stats and history. Huge game in its heyday, very popular. So what I'm saying is a no-brainer, right? Because this isn't like a Type R cabinet. No offense to the Type R fans out there, but that's a kind of like a niche bit game, right? We are talking about Rockstar seller titles. Where does Cubert? Can somebody? This is where if I had a stat guy on the show, can somebody look up for me where Cubert ranks all time? In kind of like a top 100 list. I'd love to see that, right? I think Virtual Fighter's a no-brainer. A lot of people maybe, I don't know, Virtual Fighter no-brainer. Tekken is a no-brainer. We're talking about fighting games. I mean, fighting games were big back then, right? There's a lot of 80s games. You do a Crystal Castles XL, that's a no-brainer. Guys, I literally gave you the list. I mean, do I need to run it down one more time? Is anybody new here? Is anybody new here from the I mean, we are in overtime right now. So we gotta end this. We're gonna keep the conversation going. But I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna read you this list. Because if you guys want to stick around, this is the Let's Go show, and we're on second pour.
Let's go, get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight crack. Classic to deluxe, every cab on the rack. Let's go, get hyped, the CornerCade is back. One more life, we'll take that stand. Let's go, get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Let's go, get hyped, the CornerCade is back.
That's right, we're back, baby, with a second Arnie Palmer. So let's do it.
Go! Holler! If you ever! Let's party! Yay! Triumph or die! That's great! Super! Excellent!
That's right, baby. We are second Arnold Palmer time. And since we're hitting the second here, I'm gonna reiterate this, guys, because we're talking about it. It's such a hot topic, right? God, hold on to your butts. Let me wipe my phone clear here. Okay, these titles, bangers. XL, Ultra, both, right? And the cabinets that haven't been released yet: Berserk, Centipede, Defender, Missile Command, Tempest, Frogger, Road Blasters, Bubbles, Robocop, Burger Time, Dig Dug, Bad Dudes, Food Fight, Afterburner, Joust, Qbert, Pole Position, Tron, Sinistar, Zookeeper, Crystal Castles, Dragon Slayer, Spy Hunter, Star Wars, Tapper, Track and Field, Karate Champ, Marble Madness. Now that's a risk, and I would love to see that. Gauntlet. Guys, just stop for 2 seconds. You guys, Gauntlet. You wouldn't love to see an XL Gauntlet. My kids would go literally ape shit over that. They play Gauntlet every day. I turn the arcade on that Midway Golden Team machine. Outrun, Rampage, Golden Axe, Super Sprint. Now there are all of them are great. There are Hall of Fame titles that take it to the next level. I mean, Super Sprint, Golden Axe, Outrun, Ghosts and Goblins. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. That's just 80s. That is the next 5-10 years right there. We go 90s. Daytona USA, Alien vs. Predator, House of the Dead 2. I don't know if you can do one, but let's just say 2. Tekken, Area 51. Anything SNK related if you can. Cowboys and Moon Mesa / Sunset Riders, Smash TV, Hydro Thunder, Sega Jurassic Park Shooter, NHL Open Ice, The Punisher. And then now, if things are purchased and bought and sold, you can rehash things into an XL or a deluxe title. NBA Jam, Blitz, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, Time Crisis 1, and bring Time Crisis 2 in the fold, right? T2, X-Men, TMNT, which we might see, Simpsons, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, yada yada, like I said before. Hey, guys, that's the next 20 years. You do 2-3 cabs, 3-4 cabs a year, am I right? Like, those cabinets are all golden. There's no, well, what about this? What about that? I just gave it to you. That's the cheat sheet. David, thank you so much, man, for being here. Just stumbled into the stream. Hopefully you subscribe and stick around every Tuesday night. We are rocking and rolling on the Let's Go show, baby. Loves Tempest. That's the list. So for these, and Dave, you got to bear with me. I'm sick. I've been sick for like usually when I'm sick for a long time, which sucks. But the throat is all clogged up right now. Yeah, any cabinet from the 80s is just a show masterpiece, guys. I mean, Tron, Dragon's Lair, Robocop would look phenomenal. Are you kidding me? A Food Fight would look fantastic. It's like that Burger Time with the side art. Gorgeous, right? Crystal Castles, Dragon's Lair, Spy Hunter. I mean, all these cabinets, Gauntlet would look dope. Outrun. They all just have their own charm. Golden Axe, Super Sprint. I'm just saying. It would look so awesome. Yeah, Supreme Tempest, XL, anything. I mean, that's the list, right? Am I wrong, chat? I mean, you're pretty much agreeing with me here. Crystal Castles with a good screen would be incredible. Yes, I am clamoring for a Tekken, 100%. For me, guys, I rely heavily on the 90s. I adore and love the 80s. Um, I fell in love with the 80s through this hobby, and I'm so glad that I discovered this hobby. There's so many great games out there, like Crystal Castle, Centipede. Millipede is always fun when I have my wife play it. It's a blast. There's so many cool games. Gauntlet Legends. Yes. My wife would go crazy, and my kids over Gauntlet Legends. So my daughter loves to play as the Valkyrie, and my son loves to play as the elf. And it's so cute, guys. They're 3 and 5 years old. They're like, I'm like, okay, Logan, which one do you want to be? And he's like, elf. Like it's like I already know the answer, but I'm like setting him up. He's like, the elf, and they need help, like setting him up because they don't know how to, man. But they have a blast, like running around, getting all the monsters, trying to get the treasures, like that. I'd rather have them playing that than Minecraft and shit, like garbage. Like, this is fun. They get so excited when they go down the exit, and it makes the sound effects. It's just priceless. I think that's what's so cool about this hobby is I get to share it with the family. That is what drew us into this, right? That's what steered me away from console gaming. Speaking of console gaming, I know James hates everything. James, where's my 7800? All right, find a box and get that shipped. Zero Redux has got his. Wake up, James. I don't have my 7800 plus that I won off your show. I need that. Let's go, baby. Get to play a little Crystal Castles on that. Danny, Gauntlet can be achieved with a good MK mod. Yeah, but XL. So that's where I got an XL. Think about it. That was on the list of modding to do. There's the Killer Instinct Pro right here. There's a Killer Instinct Pro for sale somewhat in Illinois. Thinking about it, it's interesting because I could take that and turn it into anything. But I don't know. Maybe I just wait because 2026 is where things might be moving and grooving. So I love the mod, and you guys know that we do a great job, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of waiting, and sometimes things don't always match up. Sometimes screens don't always work with PCBs, and it's a lot of testing. And so, wow, that's nuts. No way. Wait. Oh, that was just on Monday? I'm going to go over there right now. Hold on, guys. Number Squid's got me pausing the show. It's a piece of dust on my keyboard. Okay, we're going to go to Amazon here. No way. $48. Let's see. When this thing came out, it was like 130. Oh, it's 96 now. Still a good deal. Let's see. Yeah, it just says $96 for that Atari. That was $49. The games are outrageous. This is where it's cool that this thing can play. So the 7800 can play like the original OG games, which is dope. Like the remastered one, that's really cool. But the games are just so expensive. Like, they're like $35. I feel like 5 to 10 is where we need to be. Am I wrong, chat? Maybe I just got to get the old school games. Find them at a convention somewhere. Zero Redux, you're showing $99. Yeah, it looks like it's like $96 where I'm at. But yeah, the new Pac-Man Yellow Edition is $170, and that's for the Atari 2600 plus. I think it's cool. That was funny. Me and Zero Redux were on fire, dude. We're like we're the 1-2 duo along with Stockjock and MG. We were all whooping tail at that game. That was awesome. Yeah, I don't have the system yet, so I'm gonna buy all these cards to sit around. How much were they on Black Friday? I forgot all about like holiday shopping because I wasn't really doing that for myself, Original Atari was the shit at the time. Yeah, it's a cool like OG little setup that we're gonna have when I get it. Vic says, show my photos from earlier from the Golden Sea Gauntlet mod. Dude, I gotta email those to myself. Hold on, buddy. That might be a lot of Maybe a lot of work. Hold on. Oh, I see Vic. Hold on. All right, Vic, hold on. Where we at? Sorry, chat. This is the after show, and Vic is putting in a special request. Well, that's weird. I saved them, but they're not showing. I'm dying here, guys. I need to dig deep. Vic, I saved the photos, but they're not here. I don't know if I'll be able to bring them on screen. Here, but I can show them on my phone. For some reason, it's not working, guys. So Vic wants to take a Golden Tee Deluxe. I just want to do that. And he wants to make it into a Gauntlet 2-player. So kind of cool idea. I was going to do the same with and make it like an X-Men. No, it's not the best view here. But it can definitely inspire some people that want to do this. But yeah, that'd be cool, like a Gauntlet Legacy cab. Oh yeah, the console. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can get all the. I know Jason Lilalian got it, and he got all the joysticks, all the different colored Ghost joysticks. Yeah, for sure. Check any relative's garage for Atari cards. They're pretty common in old family junk. That is true. Like garage sales and stuff. You might not be wrong with this. Tim Smith says, just got here. What did I miss? Is Arcade1up being sold? Allegedly, it is to Basic Fun. So you could always rewatch the stream. This is overtime. We're having fun here. But catch the replay for sure. We had one hell of a show. Guys, that... See, Marvel. I really should have.
That's enough! Unbeatable! I can't believe my eyes!
Oh my God, see Marvel. You can't even take a shot of Dayquil. I need it on my throat. For sure. That's so funny. Second shot of Dayquil. I don't know, I got hit with something, man. And it's always the throat, right? Like it sucks. And I'm doing a talking podcast, right? I'm surprised I've gone this long without like throwing up everywhere. I gotta be honest with you guys. You guys held it down tonight. J-Rod, where the hell you been? You're a moderator now. Wake up. J-Rod. It's all good, man. Thank you so much, man, for being here. This is the after show, man. You missed one hell of a show, J-Rod. I gotta be honest with you, chat. I mean, this is all kudos to you guys. You guys literally, this chat was flying, guys. There's not a message counter here, but I'm sure Jason Lilalian can do a little math if he's still in the house. I mean, it was on fire, guys. I got to go through and like all these super chats because you could do that with a little CornerCade crew. Look at that. That's just Joe-Cade with the 399 sensors. That's so funny. Kind of like the love here that you guys gave. That was you guys, great discussion, great banter. I loved it. This is gonna be really cool, man. You know, I'm generally excited. I'm really happy. I am truly happy, guys. When I first was thinking about getting the iconic Extreme, right, the Street Fighter cabinet, and I was really leaning World Warrior. I'm so happy that you guys steered me to Alpha 2. I'm very happy. That thing looks dope. Not so much the side art. I don't really, the marquee looks great. The control panel looks awesome. The bezel looks so great. It's just so like simple and simplistic. And what it was for its time as like these conversion cab mods, it just looks awesome. They did a great job of that. Now, once I get it in a building, then we'll be able to see, right? I think then for me, and maybe this is for you guys too, I think then once I get that and it's built and I'm playing it and I substitute the 6 with C Marvel's help, I think then I'll start to see the envisionment for XL. I see it with the Killer Instinct, right? But it's been here a long time. We played it a lot. I want to see other things, right? I want to see other games. And so if we can start seeing some of these XL titles roll through the Cornercade, I'm going to be like, holy shit, this hobby has just gone from, here to here now. And this thing is just great. It is awesome. This is what I truly wanted it to be. That real size with playing new and exciting games. Like, who the hell thought we were going to get at Arcade1up was never going to come out with an Alpha Dynamo cabinet? Why? It's Street Fighter. That's all you guys were producing, and it's the best Street Fighters. Guys, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Third Strike are the best Street Fighters. Argue with me on that one. Vic, put your big boy pants on. The show must go on. You guys don't understand. Getting on stream and doing what we do takes a lot of work, guys. For those of you that don't have a channel, this is not a walk in the park. Depending on the title and depending on the topic, it's a lot of pre-production work. I'm staring at big bright lights for like 2 hours. I like things dark and dingy, like a dungeon, if you can't see the vibe behind me. But yeah, it's a lot of work to do this stuff, guys. Making thumbnails. I mean, you gotta set up topics. Vic, I always ask Vic. I'm like, Vic, what should we talk about tonight? I need some topics, And Vic's always been a great friend, helping me out behind the scenes. A lot of cool people helping me out behind the scenes, dude. You guys are truly one of the best of the best. And it's really a big reason, guys, why I'm not talking about sports. I love the Chicago Bears, man. Let's fucking go, Cubs. Blackhawks, Bulls. You need a lot of work before we can start talking about you. But, man, I would love to do that. But, I mean, the love that I get here from you guys, who knows? Maybe the love is out there, too, somewhere in sports chat world. But the love I get from you guys is just unbelievable. That's why we're still here, man. I feel like we're just a tight-knit family. It's really cool to do what we do. I absolutely love. This is why I started the channel, guys. I never thought I'd be doing a podcast show. I started the channel to share my home arcade with you guys. And if you guys scroll back through the YouTube channel, you can see our arcade. We have like a couple arcades, 0 decorations. I maybe just put up some lights in the smaller room that we were in. It's been a very long journey from 2022, where the CornerCade sign is hung right now, to right now, going on 2026. It's been one hell of a ride. It's been ever so pleasant to join it with you guys. And again, we're in the after show, and I get to play one of these. That's awesome. All right, Zero Redux is in the house, and Zero Redux, you are 100% correct with a $5 super chat. I need some soup, but not the Campbell's kind. No. My wife has high standards, guys. We get the Panera kind. Panera makes those ones in the grocery stores, right? Believe it or not, we do have chicken noodle soup. I actually had Zero Redux. I actually forgot to mention this, and thank you for the $5 to support the channel, because now it just reminded me. Guys, let me tell you something, okay? So I had some broccoli cheddar soup from Panera. The grocery store was Panera branded. But with that, guys, I'm telling you, nothing. Chat, let me hear your hot take on this. Nothing beats a hot, fresh piece of bread with some butter. I'm telling you, with some flour on the bottom of that. I had a French baguette, piping hot out of the oven. It's like, you're cutting it open, split it down the sides, put the butter in there. So good. So good. Dunk it in the soup, of course. But nothing beats it. I can have bread and butter. That is like the meal. That's why you talk about breaking bread, right? Is that what the saying is? Breaking bread, eating dinner? Nothing beats it. A hot, fresh piece of bread is unbelievable. Chan, I want to know how you think about that. Zero, thank you so much, man, for supporting the show, as always. I know I got to heal up, man. I got to heal up. I got to get better. Yes. And I'm disappointed in Panera because I used to work for Panera way back in the day. I was a sandwich artist, and I moved up to trainer. I would train people on how to make. Dude, I would be on fire making stuff. I used to work for Jamba Juice. I could flip blenders behind my back, do all that shit. Do the juice, scoop it up. Dude, my shit was unreal. I was super fast at everything I did. Used to work for Noodles and Company, did the same thing there. Sauteing as a manager, helping out in the kitchen. Dude, I'm like one of those, I'm a grind manager that helps everybody from, doing dishes all the way to the top. But I would be cranking out sandwiches, bing, bang, boom, 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 boom. This is unbelievable. I remember the first time I ever made a sandwich. It was a bacon turkey Bravo, I believe. No. It It was just regular turkey sandwich. And I left a piece of paper on the cheese. And somebody like had to bring it back because there was a piece of paper. And I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. You know, first sandwich I ever cranked it out, and I stumbled out of the gates like basic fun. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, sourdough. But long and short, I'm disappointed. Panera Bread has cut back their selection of breads tenfold. There's like 5 breads now. They used to have like 25. You are Panera Bread. Okay, you can't just offer French. You gotta offer all of it, man. That's just my 2 cents. Chris, yes. KI Pro, phenomenal cabinet. Top 3 in the arcade. With the AtGames Pinball. I don't know what you see. Time Crisis could be there. It's kind of hard. You love everything, right? Pac-Man's good. The Golden Tee is cool because of the variety of games that it has. But yeah, there's one for sale actually in my area for $800. I was thinking about, I could mod that. The old me starts coming out. I could mod that. And it comes with both stools. So the KI Deluxe stool and then the KI Pro stool, I could sell each of those for $50. I'm like, it'd be $700. I could mod that. Like, can you imagine a properly done NBA Jam? I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. What's a good midway cabinet? Blitz XL would be gorgeous, dude. That would be, they were 2-player in the arcades. So that would be perfect, Just throwing it out there. But yeah, that was definitely one that I'm glad that I was able to finally get my hands on, for sure. Oh my God, my eye, something to my eye. Big Bitch says, Danny, try working 15 hours a day, 7 days a week in the Persian Gulf, months at a time in 100-degree weather. You're tired. Hey, I've worked 2 jobs before. Like, I am 40, Vic. Like, Vic's older than me, I think. Yeah, yeah, Vic. That's rough. Yeah, so salute to Vic for his service for sure, Vic. Yeah, Vic's out here whooping ass, dude. Let's go, taking names. Chris says, love getting creative crock potting soups. Oh, there's so many cool. Oh, I make a mean killer potato soup. News to me, but hey, if my wife thinks it knocks her off her socks, then it knocks her off her socks, right? I'm going to be making that soon. Guys, it's winter time. We need them hearty, hot meals. You know what I mean? But, yeah, maybe we'll make that tomorrow. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow for my wife. We're going to be putting up the tree tomorrow, too. Christmas tree. We're going to be Christmas decorating. Let's go, dude. Woot woot. I missed that Burger Time Woot sale, and I'm kind of kicking myself for that. I think I'm going to be collecting some quarter arcades. I think these things are fucking badass. They're cool, man, and they make me smile. I want to get that book, that arcade book, too, that Quarter Arcades is doing. That book looks so awesome, but it's $100. It is not cheap, guys. It's expensive, but man, it's cool. Oh man, yeah, it's cool. All right, fellas, gotta hit the sack. Danny, great show. Thank you so much, Evil Genius Entertainment, for stopping by tonight. Really do appreciate it. What are we at with the bread, guys? Did we get any feedback on the bread? What are we at here? Do we guys have any? Who doesn't like a fresh, hot piece of French baguette? The bread. I might cook some up after the show. I might just do that. I'm hungry too. I'm always really hungry. I'm like my son. I literally feed my son 25 times a day. He's going to be a linebacker in the NFL. I just hope that he can get good grades. He can take school seriously. And he could take being a linebacker seriously, because that guy is huge. He's like half my height. I'm 6 foot. Guys, he's 3 years old. He looks like he can get a full-time job. Tim Smith says, I remember angry video game nerd put a magazine rack, cash register, and snack bar in his vintage video game store he built in his basement. Anyone put extras like that in their arcade room? That's actually a really good question. That's pretty dope. A Stupid Fat Hobbit, we actually showed off his game room tour in the last show last week. He was in the chat here. Don't know if he still is, but he has like a snack bar and movie theater room in his home arcade. His home arcade is breathtaking. Really cool stuff. But I think I'm going to put up a display. Now it's got to be tricky because my door shuts right next to my desk here. So it's got to be thick enough to be able to hold the arcades, but not too thick where you can't open the door. So I got to see about building like a setup. I think it's gonna be pretty cool, like a mini arcade display. Yeah, see? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. No, Chris. So I missed this sale. It's on woot.com. It's $114. But I heard if you download the app, they give you a $20 coupon. So it came out to like $98. Yes, I'm a fool for passing on that one. I was hemming and hawing. Guys, I did the responsible thing. Okay, don't, listen to me here. I did the responsible adult thing instead. I needed to get underwear. I really needed to get underwear, and I got 2 hoodies, right? It's the winter time. I gotta get warm. Fanatics. Go to Fanatics, guys. Any of you guys, listen, you'll see it. I'll wear it on the show. But that they were $22 a pop from like $56. So I usually get some like college hoodies, and who cares, right? UCLA, doesn't matter to me, right? They just keep me warm, right? But they're clearancing out certain things, and they had like a Black Friday sale for that. So I guess I did take advantage of a Black Friday sale. I got Under Armour underwear, and I got some hoodies. I did the adult thing instead of getting video game stuff that I really wanted. I needed the stuff that I actually needed, right? I always ask for socks and underwear when you're older now. That's very important now. Socks and underwear are very important, which I just recently got socks too. It was one of those things. Vic, see you later, buddy. Really do appreciate it for you being here. But yeah, it's I needed to get all that stuff for sure. I gotta do the responsible adult thing from time to time. We might be, I don't know what's yeah, right. Go Commando, just buy the games. That's all you need. Hey, Mike Hawk, I think I got something for you. Where are we at here? Let's scroll down. There we go. There you go, buddy. That's what he's saying. Hey, Rich Odello, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Thank you for being here, dude. Let's go. Sir Sega, I haven't seen you the whole day. Where are you at? Danny, Burger Time is still on sale. Whoop for hold on. Did they replenish this? Hold on. Timeout, pause. We're going right over there. This is the after show, baby. This is what we do. I might take advantage of this then. I might just say it. I gotta be honest with you guys. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, the one thing I don't like about Woot, chat, can you help me out here? Because there's no search. I got to go through all the listings. I'll share the screen with you guys. Let's see here. Let's bring you guys over to woot.com because this Burger Time deal is fantastic. I mean, it truly is. If you like these things, guys, now how do I do this? Let's go up top here. There we go. Look at this. We got graphics overlay all over the place, baby. Okay, I need your help, chat, because where am I going here? You guys, I gotta, do I really have to scroll through? You can't search? Oh, goodness. Well, that's a good deal for an Xbox controller, right? $37. Woot is becoming my new best friend here. Do I gotta scroll through all this stuff? Can somebody send me the link? I think I got. Wait a second. Something's not right. What if we go? It's very different. Maybe it's under video games. It's very different on the app. Yeah, it's definitely under video games. Okay, maybe this will be a little bit easier, but I gotta go through. Oh, that's a good deal. Oh, but that's for the Quest 2. I actually need a charging station for my Oculus. Okay, let's see what we got. I think I'm getting close, guys. I feel like I'm getting close here. Yes, we got a lot of Switch games for sale. Oh, $2 off. Let's go. I should have sorted it by percentage that you save. I think there's only 16 pages, so we'll get there eventually. Did anybody send it to me in the chat? Moderators, this is where you're coming through hot. Use categories electronics video games. Okay, thank you. I'm on the right, at least I'm on the right track here. That's a decent deal for this. All right, let's see here. Okay, we'll keep on going. A lot of Switch stuff. Look at My Arcade. That's $60 for that? Are you out of your mind? I feel like that $30 should be the price. $60? Oh, that's a lot. A lot of Xbox stuff. A lot of PlayStation, Switch stuff. All right, let's see here. I feel like we're getting close. Well, I know we're getting close. Only got 16 pages, guys. You gotta be able to search. I should have sorted it out. We're too deep now. We're too deep in the weeds to sort now because we'll start from scratch. But there's like a 56% savings. We're getting there. Hold on. Got 2 pages left. You got to be kidding me. If this is not on here, I'm blaming you, Zero Redux. No way. It's not the last page. There's no way. Oh, wait. It was right there. I just saw it. Hold on. Let me go back. No way. They restocked these. No way. No, it's not. It's not sold out. Am I seeing this right? Can I add the cart? It's not gonna dox me, is it? Hold on a second. Let me go like this. Just in case. No, guys, this is ready to roll. Okay, I'm thinking. This is a hell of a deal, guys. I'm telling you. Can somebody confirm? No, I gotta transfer money and stuff. And I gotta check it over with my wife. My wife still is the leader in the household, right? But I'm gonna ask her. Hold on. Time out. Real quick. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Where's the $20 that you could save? Because I've seen people use that. They were showing it on the Facebook groups. Yeah, I definitely want to get this though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. No, Vic, there's a plan. Vic, I thought you were leaving. Vic, there's a plan. Trust me. Yeah, this is a great price, dude. For these things under $100, capiche, phenomenal. The detail's amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this. I'm glad they restocked this. So, where's the $20 off though? Can somebody log in on their app? I can't do this now. I'm on a show. I'll have to do it after the show. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like Burger Time is dope. I actually discovered it through this hobby yet again. Another game that I discovered. This is an awesome game, right? Kind of hard, but it's good. I can get past the first level, right? Yeah, watch Tony C. Everybody's gonna buy it now. Do it on your phone. Wait. Well, I'm hosting a show here. C Marvel. I mean, come on now. I can't. I don't. I didn't see. I don't even have the app. I don't. Do I have the Wood app downloaded? I don't think I did. No, I did. I'll download it after the show. Well, maybe I'll do it now. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. You got me all. I'm gonna show this. Everybody's gonna buy it up now, and I'm not gonna be able to buy it. Save one for me, guys. Well, Tony C, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Hold on, we're gonna do this live. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta go to my app store. All right, hold on. We're gonna do this live together, guys. Pull out your phones. I got an iPhone, so we're going to the app store. We're gonna go to Woot, because apparently Woot will give you $20 off if you download the app. Okay, so that was a problem. I never had the app. Okay, so I think what I did is I checked the website and it was sold out at the time because it keeps getting sold out and coming back in. I just used the Woot site. No way! Shut up! It's not gone. Hold on. Now I'm gonna have to go through and re-find all this stuff again. But this is just a great price. Okay, hold on a second. Now, how do you do this? How do you get the 20 though? This is very important, guys. Man, I gotta charge my phone. Man, it's already 11 o'clock. Good guy. This late start might kill us, guys. We might have to go back to 8 o'clock. Oh, okay, $20 is nice to use the app. Wait, where is that though? How do I activate that? Oh, I bet you it's when you like add it to your cart. Okay, let's go to electronics. Let's go to video games. Okay, this time we're going to sort discount because the discount percentage here is 54%. Guys, we are shopping. So we're going to go down. This is going to be a little bit easier now that we did that. Yep, found it right away. Okay, so if I go to checkout, I bet you they'll prompt me. I'll log in with my wife's Amazon here. Wait, what's my wife's Amazon? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on, guys. All right. Gotta figure this out. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Okay. I know this isn't the best radio right now because we just did a whole show. Hold on. Cool. This is where we go. Let's do this. Okay, let's do that. Hold on. I do know the password. Password is password, right? All right, let's see if they prompt me here for the $20. I'm sure you guys are a lot faster at this right now. No, I didn't get the $20. How does okay, can anybody help me out here? Ask for a coupon code. Yeah, I know, that's why it's a good price. That's why I'm like, let's take advantage of this. Okay. Yeah, Vic, I would 100%. Guys, if you were on the fence with this, let me tell you something. I'm not going to show FOMO here. Go get this. It's going to be $98 with the coupon code. It's $250. Come on, man. I mean, that's saving like $130, $140. Insane. I think these would be cool trinkets to have through your, you could put them on top of the home arcade. You could put them on a shelf. Ask guys that already have this, And the cool thing is when you charge them, you can get like an hour play out of this thing, if not more. That's what we're here for, man, on a Tuesday night. Guys, how do you get this $20 off? Wait a second. I think the Facebook groups have the $20 off. Okay, let me see if I can get this for you guys. Hold on. To the Facebook groups. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Hold on a second, because somebody was sharing this. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm a part of a lot of groups, guys. You're going to have to bear with me here. If you guys find it first, share it in the chat. Let me know. Okay. That's loading. Okay. Okay, what group was this in? I'm gonna have to scroll through a couple different groups here. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I don't think it's this one. I would think it'd be the Numbskull group, right? I think somebody put in the Arcade1up one. Okay, let's see. Bear with me. Not this one. I know I saw it somewhere because I was like, oh shit, they took advantage of that. That's awesome. Oh, no. Okay, I know this makes for terrible radio. Hold on to your butts, guys. I'm going to try to find this for you. No, it's somewhere. I'm going to keep checking the chat, too, to see if anybody found it. Oh, that party key looks dope. I kind of want a party key, too. Whoa, what is this? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, let me read this to you, too. Okay, so somebody ordered a Basic Fun WrestleFest. It says, my shocking conclusion to the $309 WrestleFest Amazon sale. Oh, hold on. Let me go bigger real quick. Let me just read this real quick. All the negative Nancy's were right. I was never going to get it for $139 or $309 after a polite back and forth with customer service. I received a full refund plus a $355 Amazon credit. Get out of here. No way. Hold on a second.
Oh, for broke. I can't believe my eyes. Here comes a new challenger.
No way. This guy, what in the world? This is why I always say, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, right? Look at this. So he got a full refund plus a $355 Amazon credit. He repurchased the legit WrestleFest for $480, applied his $355 credit, and it only costs $125 plus tax. And he got his WrestleFest. That is wild. Well, congratulations to that dude. Holy moly. Okay, I cannot find this now. I thought it was here. Okay, let me check one more group, guys. I'm part of a lot of them. Hold on. People keep putting non-related things like claw machines in the basic fun group. Like, what's going on here? I know I saw it some. Oh wait, no. Maybe I saw it on the main. Maybe it wasn't in a group. Did you guys find the code? Let me see. Let me go back to the chat here. Let's see. I'm on vacation. Yeah, I'm on vacation, but normally my alarm goes off at 4:30 a.m. Yeah, like my wife here, for real. So move the stream back an hour. Maybe I'll go back to 8. Yeah, if you guys are feeling 8, let me know. This will be bigger than any 1/6 scale, but getting Robotrop and Ghostbusters. So yes, those are gonna be awesome, dude. I'm excited. Welcome 10. Okay, let me try it. Let me see if it works. Well, there's not even a wait. Hold on a second. Where am I gonna put the? Oh, you can add it during checkout. Our card expired. I gotta update our card. I don't know when it. I think that is. It's like letting me go all the way to checkout. I'm very scared to continue it because I want to save that $20. Okay, when you go to checkout, how many checkout steps do you have to do? Is it welcome 10? Welcome 10 doesn't work. Oh, Calvin Wong here. Go like this. So you can get this for $98. $98 right now. They restock these things. I was thinking about doing like a whole display. I got to get with somebody who has these. Guys, for you guys that have these, can you please email me what kind of shelves work for these? thecornercade@gmail.com. Can you just email me on what kind of display shelves will work for these? I would preferably like something that's maybe 7-8 inches deep. I know that's what some of these run, so it's calling it close, but I got a door that's closing here and it can't block off the door. So the thinner, the better. Yes, go to Woot, Calvin. We're trying to find the Amazon code together. I don't see a code. Damn, I saw it before. I saw the code before. Somebody did this. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. I might have some breaking news here. Let me just. Hold on. I just got to read something real quick. This can't be real. This, like, cannot be real. I might be a fool for doing this. Chad, I need you guys to help me real quick. Hold on. I got major pause status right now. Can you guys help me? This is insane. I'm going to share something with you guys. And I need to know if this is real. This is a Nintendo Switch 2 for $11. Chat, can you click on this link for me? If that's even possible. I don't know why it's sent 4 times. I was trying to find something for... Okay, you can't even click on the link. What is this? Oh, the first one works. I click on that link. Hold on a second. This cannot be real. A lot of people are posting videos and saying I got it. I mean, this cannot be real, dude. Like, is this a scam? You just got to answer some survey questions through Target. We still got to come up with that. Hold on. We still got to come up with that. The numbskull code. Jason, I know you're gonna help me out with this. I know it's funny. It's well, the pictures, everybody's posting it. Like, I got mine, and they're showing like legit pictures, right? Help me out, Jason. You're like, you work for like the CIA. Like, you help me out here. Like, that's what I thought too. That's why I'm like, wait a second, hold on. I'm not putting in anything, but I'm just like, I'm just curious. Like, not gonna lie here, you know? I'm not gonna put any information in. It's just interesting. That's all. It's interesting. Yes, quarter arcades. We're gonna work on that. We just got paused. I was trying to search for the code. We're trying to. Jason, maybe you can help me out with the code too. There's a $20 off. There's a $20 off code through Woot app that you can get the burger time for $98. So I want to see if we can help people. See if we can get this quarter arcades numbskull thing for. There we go. $98 essentially. Wouldn't do that. Are you guys looking at this? It was like 4 questions you had to answer. You'll need a URL shorter for something of that length. What do you mean? What do you mean? What if this is like real? I know it sounds crazy, right? That's what I'm like, but the crazy things, guys, let me tell you something. Crazy things happen. My wife one time, she was looking through all this stuff. She ordered like 10 Lego sets and they were free from the company. It had $0 as the total, and she hit purchase, free shipping, everything, and we actually got the Lego sets. It was unreal. It was free. They just straight up gave it to us. Like, oh, try fire. I love it. Guys, see if that Nintendo Switch thing is legit or not. Just let me know. Here, I'll put the link in the chat again. It like sent it like 400. Like, hold on, let me do it a different way. Let me do it a different way. Here, let me do this a different way. I don't think this is legit, but here, I'll just put this in it. Yeah, it keeps like doing this, but try to use that link. I'm just out of curiosity. Okay, what did we say? Okay, cool. I don't want to like, I'm not trying to get people like, hacked here. But yeah, I mean, dude, if you could get a glitch or something like Nintendo Switch for $13, yeah, okay, we'll take it. Nintendo Switch 2. Let's go back to the Woot then. Try Fire 40. Okay, well, you guys are doing Nintendo Switch. Well, we think it's non-legit. I'll close out of that. And we'll watch. Somebody's gonna get one, and I'm gonna just kill myself for that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Fire 40 does not work. What? Which one did it? I know there's a $20 off. Maybe it was like only for a certain time. I saw it on Facebook too. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna keep searching, guys. The stream is like gone off the rails now. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, no. It's not here. I swear I saw it, man. Somebody took a screenshot. I should have memorized it. Darn. Oh, they changed it. The code is because they changed it multiple times. They tried 10 codes, none of them worked. Maybe that expired or something. But I mean, for $114, it's still a good price. I was hoping to save a little coin here. We'll go back to the listing. Did anybody order this? Let me know in the chat. $114, still a great price. These are new items. See, condition new. They're just clearancing them out. Oh, limit 1 per customer. Jason, here, Jason Little Aliens here. Jason, you have this. You bought this a few times too to give away. How do you like yours, man? Do you like it? Are these things awesome? I really want to get one. I'm gonna talk it over. See if we can get one. That's just a steal of a price. I think it'd be really fun. All right, I think we'll leave it at that. See if anybody gets it. That sucks. So they must have changed the code a bunch of times. I guess it doesn't matter then if I were to have found that code, because it looks like they changed it. But how would you? Here, let's Google search here. We'll Google search Woot coupon codes. Let's see if anything comes up. Let's get a little bit more specific here. Oh, check it out. Okay. Okay, let's see here. This is what I got. I Google searched it, guys. I'll send it to you. This is what we did. Yeah, honestly. You gotta be careful here. Nobody do it. Yeah, here it is, BB&J. Thanks for coming on board. $20 off here. So what do we gotta do here? What do we gotta do here? Let's go back to Google. It says, oh, I just said November 28th. So that might be over with. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, we're trying to find the code right now. I just Google search, coupon codes for Woot. Yeah, I mean, still, the price is still really good. Yeah, it looks like it was just for the 28th. Well, that stinks. Yeah, Calvin, I would go here though, because it's 114. I mean, you're saving $15 then. I'm gonna see. We'll talk it over with my wife and we'll see. My kids will probably think these are really cool. The cool thing is you can play them. You know, it's dope. Tony C. I just paid the extra 20, so far less for Danny to try to get one. So you bought it? Let's go, man. Tony C, do you have some of these? Or is this your first one? Let me know in the chat. Did anybody else take advantage of the sale right here? So we got one person, Tony C, in the house buying the burger time. Cause I would need to get like a shelf. I gotta set these things up, you know. Rich Odello grabbed one last week. Rich Odello, do you have any of these as well? Let me know in the chat. Oh, that's cool, man. They were like actually in real arcades. That's dope. Oh, cool, dude. So this is his first one. Tony C, you'll have to let me know how this is. So the 1/6 scale, you got the New Wave toy size. These are a little bit bigger. These are exciting, man. This is cool. I'll probably take advantage and get that then now that they restocked it. Because they restocked it a bunch of times. Woot's kind of a good place to see some sales. That's exciting. Oh, that's cool, man. So PB&J says, I have the Burger Time and some others really nice and very playable. That's cool, man. This is going to be exciting. Yeah, I will more than likely probably pick one up. I think it would be cool to have some of those. Something different, you know. It's a hell of a sale on that one for sure. The Corner Arcades just had a huge sale, like 50% off on their website. Really tempting. Dude, you can get like a Turtles for $150. Insane. Those are normally like what, $300? Kevin Wong says, since they have 40% off, I might as well just get the at least two different arcades. Did you get one? Did you pick one up? We unfortunately are gonna have to end the show at some point, guys. We definitely went past our overtime. We got distracted by a whole bunch of scams and actual deals on Woot here for the burger time, but it was fun. Guys, leave a comment down below. Did you pick up one of these burger time corner arcades for almost $100? Let me know. I think I'm gonna get one. We'll see. I gotta get it approved. Oh, you got TMNT. That's awesome. The Turtles in Time or the OG? Let me know. Let me know about all that shit. Yeah, the Cornercade Shopping Network. That's what we're doing. Look, we're on Woot, baby. Let's go. We're shopping. I'm surprised we still have 40 people in here, and we are approaching almost midnight. You guys are really insane, and I love each and every one of you guys. We rocked it and rolled it tonight. Ton of fun. I had a blast with you guys, as I always do. Talking home arcade, live and in the building. Sir Sega, the Polybius, that's like a charger for all of them, right? That's a really cool one because it charges like 5 or 6 watt arcades, so you can. That's really cool. I like that idea. But he's got the Space Invaders. You have the Space Invaders 1 or 2, part 2 or whatever, and he has a burger time. That's awesome, man. I'm out of the Arnold Palmer, so now I have to go, guys, because if I start choking, I'm literally gonna throw up because I'm sick. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys as always being here, guys. We're gonna see you next week, Tuesday. Hopefully I won't be sick, and hopefully there'll be more new and exciting things, guys. I got some decisions to make. Burger time. I gotta see if I'm gonna buy this AtGames pinball pack. Holy moly! And the claw machine. We're still thinking about that in the background as well, guys. This has been very fun and very exciting. I love each and every one of you guys. Please, if you could, I know you're hardcore here, guys. You're hardcore. If you're 40 people deep and it's almost midnight, give this video a like, guys, on your way out. As always, how we do it here. This is me, Danny, from the CornerCade, guys, and we will see everyone here next week, Tuesday, for maybe an extended show if we reach our super chat goal, like we always do, guys. We'll just say goodbye. Peace.